Hey everybody, welcome to Once Upon a Tabletop, the gaming show where we get together and play a board game and role-play the action at the table. My name's Bobby Frankenberger. I'm just one of your three hosts on this show. Here with me also is my co-host, Cliff, aka Mr. Johnson. Lightning question, Cliff. If you go back in time and you kill your parents, what happens?
Well, I guess they would die.
That is one thing we can confidently say is true. Absolutely. My other co-host is Ozcore. Ozcore. Why is that even in the notes? Nobody calls you that anymore.
Yeah, I know it. Well, it's my Twitter handle. You can follow me at OZZ.
My other co-host is at Ozcore on Twitter. Oz, tell us what game we're going to be playing tonight.
Today we are playing Time Stories, and not just Time Stories. We're playing the scenario of Prophecy of Dragons, set in 7553 AT.
AT, whatever that means. But
would they die really? Because then you couldn't kill them if you weren't born. Would it have to be after you were born?
Yeah. Well, who knows? Who knows? Therein lies the crux of why I asked the question, I suppose. Also with us tonight, we have a guest. The same guest has been with us for, I think, the last 3 episodes of Time Stories. We cannot get enough of her. Paige. How's it going, Paige?
Oh, wow. Hi,
Paige Jones.
me.
I should say your full name. Paige Jones.
Paige.
I don't know why I should, but I feel like I should.
I'm Paige James Jones. They can't wink, apparently.
How's it going, Paige? How much have you been missing Time Stories since the last time we played? Oh, so many months ago.
And I have been really excited for this one because Prophecy of Dragons, it just made me, I don't know, excited because it sounded like, well, it was going to be Dungeons and Dragons or medieval themed, and from what the table looks like, I'm getting more hyped as I look at these character arts.
Oh,
Plus, my artist instinct is just to go, oh my god, look at that torso.
Yeah.
Look at her eyes.
Paige, inquiring minds, or at least Nick Morgan wants to know, James? Is your middle name James?
Yeah, my middle name's James. A fast story. When I was born, my grandfather, on my dad's side at the time, they thought that he was going to have cancer and it wasn't going to be curable. So his health was failing, and basically they were like, well, I don't care what her first name is. Well, this is what my dad basically said. I don't care what her first name is, but can we at least have James as her middle name for, because of my grandpa? And my mom was like, yeah, that's fine. So he ended up fine. But you
ended up with the cool middle name James. That's secret note.
Cool.
My middle name is also James.
Oh, I was gonna say that's cool. I was tempted. I'm tempted to change it to a B middle name, and I'll let you guys think of. No, just a B middle name, like I don't know, Beatrice or something.
Beatrice is a good name.
The whole thing joke is think of it. Think of my initials.
Boop. I like Boop.
Paige Boop Jones.
Yeah. Well,
the whole joke is PBJ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. That's why.
Middle names are stupid anyway. So
funny fact, my sister also has a J middle name, so our initials are pretty much the same. Hers is KJJ and mine's PJJ.
Wow.
We did not plan it.
Hilarious.
So tonight we are playing Prophecy of Dragons scenario in Once Upon a Tabletop. Once Upon a Tabletop is a great game because it's such a strong narrative-driven game without a ton of rules, but it really focuses on the story. Perfect type of game for our show here, Once Upon a Tabletop, which is probably why we've been playing so many different scenarios in this game. But what do we need to know about the game and Oz, and in particular about the Once Upon a Wheel, our favorite feature of this show? Tell everybody what they need to know for us to get started.
Yeah, so every time that our stream boss is defeated, then it's defeated by you helping us. Either any bits, donations, subs, or follows to the channel will take HP away from that stream boss, and every time the stream boss is defeated, your name is in lights, and we spin the Once Upon a Wheel, which has all kinds of fun things on it that you get to decide how to inflict on our game. So, yeah.
What do we, I realize I need to go ahead and reset the stream boss. What do we normally start out for this show?
500.
500, guys. Fixed? Fixed. All right, here we go.
Thanks. Sorry, I should have done that. That was my fault.
That's all right. That's all right. We won't talk about it.
Okay, all right. That's good.
All right, everybody. I think we're ready to get started. We kind of get to experience and discover how this game works as it unfolds and stuff. So what you need to know is Cliff, where were we last, and what do people need to know about us and who we are and what we're doing here in the time stories?
Well, we're from the future, I think. We're these time traveler, time police who are there to go correct things that are messed up somehow.
Time
and they
cops.
send us in there with little to no information, expecting us to work miracles. And fortunately, we don't have to get it right the first time because it's time travel. We get to go back again and again and try to fix things, but every time we do, things will be different, a little bit changed, and there's that pressure on that maybe we won't get that next chance that we think we might need.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I am particularly I particularly like the fact that you get to, it's sort of built into the game that you get to do it over and over again. So
yeah, it's a really neat feature. It fits with the themes and mechanics just really, really well.
Mm-hmm.
I think last time, gosh, it's been so long. We kind of did the Resident Evil thing, right? Had to run around and fight zombies and gather bullets.
1992, I believe it was the year.
1992, Wisconsin, yeah, which is actually like the state I live in. So
it was disturbing for Cliff.
There wasn't anything in the text that actually made me think of or reminded me of Wisconsin. So,
all right, well, we're gonna go ahead and get started. What do you think, everybody?
All right, sounds good. Each is ready.
I accidentally went to a break screen for a second. We're good though.
I think ultimately you would be thwarted. Actually, I don't think you could kill your parents before you were born, even if you were a time traveler. It would be.
Do you think the time ways would protect themselves?
I think. Hear me out.
No.
Because there's two ways you can take this. You kill them and you vanish, which that's what all the movies and books say. Or you take, I forgot who the guy name is, but you take a different approach and you go into a different parallel. You go down the rabbit hole, basically.
See, I think the former idea, that's just movie stuff. That's not the way. Well,
yeah, but like if you take the rabbit hole idea, you end up killing your parents, but you live because you're in that time zone where in the future you wouldn't be there technically, even though your parents are dead. It's very confusing.
Yeah, it's actually
a parallel universe.
Yeah, it's you from a different future that came to a different past from your own to kill your parents in that past, right?
Like we will. Option 3, they never were your parents.
I think in my case, I'm going to go with the 12 monkeys option, though. It's just like circumstances are just such that you did not succeed.
Yeah.
Because you wouldn't have survived to get back there to do it to begin with. You may have tried, you just failed.
All right. We're going to get started.
I don't want to kill my parents.
We will continue to ponder this as we continue on, and at break we will solve this conundrum. But we have to pick characters.
I mean,
no, we don't.
Yeah.
What?
I want to be a wizard. Can I be a wizard?
No, we have to open the base. Hey, just stop! We have to open the base. We have to go through the thing. Bob has to tell us. Bob has to tell us that we suck.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Oh yeah, that we're failures. That's
Bob.
right.
He seems friendly enough at the beginning.
Bob's like the disappointed dad that we never had.
He's our uncle.
All right. As you enter one of the complex's many transfer rooms, the soft synthetic voice of Laura invades the space. Wait 1 second. I want to do the thing. Well, that's better. You're only 27 seconds late. You're not quite there yet, but it's better. You know the drill. After hearing your mission orders and the usual speech, head out to individual caissons to begin the transfer procedure.
I really love that mine and Cliff's middle fingers were perfectly in sync.
Oh, I didn't even notice that. You
We
did it
did.
too?
I can't even see it, guys. My screen's covered up.
Yeah, I have the screen covering up yours. too.
Oh, okay.
With
anyway.
Laura's monologue over, the sound of the nearby machines envelops you again. Bob is heading your way to meet you.
Oh, geez, it's
We're going
Bob.
to turn B and G through in order.
Guys, Bob's coming.
Who wants to be Bob?
I'll be Bob. Whoa, someone looks hungover. Partied a bit too hard in the red light last night? Anyway, your mission is simple. Foil the plans of the Cyans. Foil the plans of the Cyans by Cyans? Cyans.
Scions is how we pronounce it.
Okay.
It's just not
Scion.
spelled with a PH like it's normally.
Your mission is simple. Foil the plans of the Scions by resealing a temporal fault.
From your first class at the agency, that name, Scions, is the one that we've heard the most often.
Oh.
The Scions are our sworn enemies, who for reasons unknown always do the exact opposite of what the agency is planning.
One of these bastards has been hiding in the body of Milyafen, the new king of Algueria, and is making him do pretty much whatever he wants, deeply changing the future of the planet.
That sounds serious.
It
Says
is
Agent
serious. Oz. Agent Oz.
Those damn Scions. Bob continues.
Your receptacles this time are natives, chosen for their involvement in the local guilds. The latter don't see eye to eye with the plans of the monarch hidden away in his castle. Some receptacles will allow you access to these guilds. A contact on location will inform you of the latest news on that front. I'll leave you with Sam. Try to do a good job this time.
Sam appears by your side. All right, fine. What did you say?
Okay.
What a pleasure to see you again. How do you like my new body? No matter. You'll be transferred to Algueria, a medieval-type city of technology level 2, located on the planet Linnae, in the Riban 004 system.
Technology level 2? What?
Raban 004.
You know, I still can't believe that there are other planets that are named so fantastical. It's really strange.
Oh, this is gonna suck. There's not gonna be cars or guns or anything.
I
How
love
are we
it.
supposed to pull off our mission?
I don't know.
I'm excited.
I love that the statistics of our receptacles this time are agility, combat, and magic.
Yep.
I'm excited.
It feels good.
It does.
Combat. Most enemies will bear this generic combat symbol, so this little flag thing.
Mhm.
In this case, characters can participate in combat using any skill with a red background color, as well as certain spells.
Nice.
Spells?
Close combat. But if the close combat symbol is specified, then characters must have this same symbol to be able to engage in combat.
Okay.
Ranged weapons. For this mission, the bow represents ranged weapons. All of these weapons have I don't know why it says bow, because it looks like a target, but anyway. All of these weapons have the following abilities. You can shoot into a space other than your own. However, each space of distance cancels one success from your result. You ignore all skulls. If you use your ranged weapon on an enemy present in the same space as you, the skulls count normally. And if you decide to shoot onto a distant space while you have an opponent on your own space, the skulls rolled count normally for the shields in your space.
Whoa.
So like if you're being attacked on your space and you're shooting somewhere else, the monster still hits you. Like any skulls that you roll
Yeah.
Oh.
will apply to the shields that are on your space.
It's as if
So it's
the person
basically
who
like,
is... Yeah, I gotcha. It's like that person standing next to you hit you.
It's what's that called? Attack of opportunity.
Yep. Yeah.
Aha.
Important. Your receptacles are assumed to have a basic weapon. Thus, you can use your combat abilities even without owning a specific item.
Punch him.
Yep. Magic. To cast a spell, a player must announce the name of the spell, spend any ingredients it might require, and roll the dice. They must get, on a single roll, the successes required by the spell. Spells may be cast when moving between locations without spending any time units, or while in a location or during an encounter by spending one time unit per spell. If you're in the same space as a test, you can cast only combat spells. Make sense so far?
Let's see. Spells may be cast when moving between locations without spending any time units. Okay. Oh, I see. So if we're moving from one location to another, if there's like, I don't know if there is one, but for example, if there's like a heal spell, I could cast it while we're moving and it wouldn't cost anything.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. Or if you're in a location or during an encounter, it would cost you a time unit per spell.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're doing combat, you can only do combat spells.
Okay.
The magic of magic is that that in combat you don't have to follow the usual left to right order. You can spend your successes on the shields of your choice.
Oh, neat.
So with this magical success, you can either remove a shield, a skull, or a time in this example. Be careful. Combat spells take the place of the use of a weapon. So you must take into account the shields that can inflict damage on you depending on the nature of the opponent you're fighting.
All right.
Tokens. Yellow is gold, green is aqualaria, blue is bluess, and brown is hagtes. Gold is used as
Makes
currency. Aqualaria, bluess, and hagtes are ingredients required for magic.
Named very easily to remember.
Yes.
Yeah.
The retreat rules. On this mission, you can retreat from an opponent with a lock symbol. This counts as a normal movement, but you don't turn your back to an opponent without consequences. Each agent who retreats will lose 1 life automatically.
Whoa!
Okay.
That's fair.
All right. Laura takes over.
Thank you, Sam, but keep it shorter next time. Good. Transfer in 3 minutes. So, go get settled in your caissons.
Ugh.
I think it's just a cultural thing with these people. They never say anything without including some sort of a dig on you.
To keep us sharp, Agent Cliff.
It's cultural bullshit. Our culture sucks.
Oh, still grumpy from the last receptacle, huh?
And the one before that even, I think. But I think there's some stuff bleeding through. I've been having weird dreams. Not getting enough sleep lately.
That's
Bob
why
said
you...
the thing about us being hungover. I haven't been going out to do anything. I've just been trying to get some rest.
I've been
that's
having
why
weird
you
dreams
use, like,
too.
lavender oils and mood lighting. And
Where do you get a hold of lavender oils? Weren't oils and lavender destroyed in the Great Time War of 17736?
Well, obviously, but you use synthetic.
Yes,
It's not going to be the real thing, but it's still going to have the same effects.
All right.
One thing they haven't done any synthetic replacements of is cocaine. I've checked. You can't get any of it anywhere around here.
Maybe that's a good thing. Agent
Oh,
Cliff.
that's so Agent Cliff.
I just, you'd think they'd be able to make it nowadays without any drawbacks with all this tech, but oh well. Guess we're doing important things like saving planets.
I mean,
Final
is
preparations.
that so bad?
Oh, maybe if they'd be nicer to us.
I guess we better get in our caissons.
Yeah. Shh. Final preparations. The item cards are on their space. The 4 plan cards face up on the dedicated spaces. So we're going to flip the plan.
I hope they don't put me in an old guy again this time.
And place the group token on the Dragon Inn, your arrival location.
I'm sorry, Oz. Can you reread that again? That font is different. Can you give it like a little medieval twang?
Place
Okay.
the group token on the Dragon Inn. That's I don't know why. I don't know why that's my
It worked.
the Dragon Inn, your arrival location.
Okay, now I want to hear
That's
the whole
bartender. That's
innkeeper's
how the
welcome
bartender
and
pitches it.
introduction.
Ah, the Dragon Inn.
I was
That sounded like
thinking
Arnold
more like,
Schwarzenegger.
I don't know, medieval fanfare, the
I
dragon
know, that's what I
Inn
wanted
type
to.
of thing.
I know, and then somehow it just came out that way.
Seems a bit
That's
incomplete.
fine.
Shouldn't there be a
It works.
color or something? Color Animal Tavern.
Yeah.
I don't know, the Dragon Inn
Alright.
sounds pretty good. It's better than, like, I don't know, the Skewered Rat or the
What's
Poisoned
next?
Apple or
Skewered Rat's a pretty good
Oh.
inn name.
the
What happened
Boiling
I'd
Cauldron.
go there.
I
What
don't
happened to
know.
the card?
There's a
I'd
card
flip.
up here.
Oh, just like flew.
It was in Cliff Sand.
I don't know how that happened.
Place the time token on 25 time units.
That's so little.
Got it.
And we have the 4 mission successful failed cards in their dedicated space. Excellent.
It's fine. We're
Laura
pros
again.
now, right? We'll get it in the first try this time.
This time, no phonochrone problems before the transfer. It's been fixed and I can thus
Spoke too soon. Each player chooses a receptacle for this transfer. Don't forget to take their life points, gold, and ingredients, which you'll put on the card, and keep the icon reference card handy. Then we're going to, well, we'll decide. So go ahead and start with our character choices. We have the Paladin, Elysia Dor.
No, I already called dibs. Fuck you, Bobby. You were there. I called dibs.
The Ranger, Elvin Gallinair. The Warrior,
I will fight
Enrir
for the
Mindsmith.
All
The
right.
Assassin, Liara Erod. The Priestess, Miriam Lamb. The Thief, Gillam Erod. The Alchemist, Finnick Shepning. And the Mage, Altace the Elder. Now, since I've played this scenario before, I'm going to let the audience decide my character after you 3 pick.
Paige,
Yes.
you can definitely be the paladin. I got to play a paladin on your show, so
That's true. Oh man,
All right,
why
me
am
and
I-
So we can
Paige.
buy-
It's no secret that me and Paige both love paladins.
It's
So.
true.
I enjoy playing paladins too, because like everybody thinks they're like a one-trick pony and have to act a certain way, and I like turning that on its ear.
Yeah. All right.
I'm not sure
So
if that's the right saying.
do you
turning it
think
on its ear.
we can count on the paladin to be? I feel like we are obligated to have a tank, a healer, a warrior, and a mage.
I
Well,
will say what my
like a-
D&D
A thief.
DM says. Play what you want to play. I want to play a paladin, therefore I'm choosing the paladin. If you want to play
Mm-hmm.
the alchemist, play the alchemist. It doesn't really matter.
Chat.
Except
saying
that we're
I
trying
should
to
get
win.
Finnick. Well, chat is picking Finnick for me, so I am the alchemist.
Well,
Nice.
I really wanted to be a mage, but it looks like an old guy, and I'm not going to run around as an old guy anymore.
I'll be the
Yeah,
mage
I
then.
think I'm going to go with I'm going to go with
Beat a door.
the thief.
Okay.
Now we have a paladin. You can handle. The warrior does seem like fun. No, I'm going to do priest. That way I get magic, and I'm not an old dude.
I'm a mage. We're all gonna cast magic and run out of time really fast. That's how this is gonna work
That's what
today.
it sounds like.
All right, so we're doing like, okay. All right. All right, so let's flip and introduce our characters. Let's start with who do we want to start with?
Hold on. I'm not gonna be a mage. It feels like we might be hamstringing
We
ourselves.
might be a little magic heavy. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be a warrior. Or a thief.
All right.
I think you should go with the thief or the assassin, unless, or even the ranger. Like any of those 3 are more likely to spot stuff or disable traps.
Do we have
maybe?
do we have much ranged? No, I'll go ranger.
All right. So, Bobby, remember to update the character portraits.
Thank you for reminding me.
All right. So, shall we begin?
We shall.
Let's shall.
Hey,
All right.
before we
Everyone
start,
introduce your characters now.
is there a way of opening of these drawers? Because I do not have enough space.
Yeah,
for
you
my
click the
card.
button that if you hover over the middle of the drawer where the tassel is, there's a little button. You press it, it opens the drawer.
Ooh.
Oh,
Oh, this is
that's awesome.
cute.
I discovered that I don't know, pressing random buttons and things.
Nice.
Cool.
Like, oh, here's a button. I'm not gonna not press it.
Well,
So Image was like, assassin for Bobby. Aw. Hey, you
All
know
right.
what though? Chances are we'll play more of these characters. So
yeah. We never really succeed the first time, so.
All right,
going
so
to this time.
while Bobby's getting that prepared,
Done.
let's make sure. Excellent. All right, so who wants to introduce themselves first? Or Bobby, you decide who introduced himself.
I'll go first.
Since you have the camera.
We'll go in order of the table, the way we're laid out on the table here, and I'll go first. So I am Elvin, the elf.
Creative.
Yes.
How apropos. Elvin Gallionier, the ranger. It says, "You know the forest like the back of your hand, which sometimes comes in handy." All right. It looks like I can wear only a leather vest, and I can't use a pavis, whatever that is. I don't know.
Does that mean you're not? Are you not in pants?
Is that what a pavis is?
I don't know what a pavis is. It's
No,
just
no.
you said
But
you
you
can only
can't
wear a
use
leather
it.
vest.
Whatever
so
it is, I
just picturing
can't
a
use
naked elf
it.
with a leather vest.
I have an ability called
Anti-Pavis.
I have an ability called Critical Shot. It says you're an excellent shooter with fearsome aim. If you remove at least 4 shields on a single ranged combat roll, the wounded opponent loses an extra shield.
Ooh.
It seems like a tall order, though. But maybe not. We'll see what happens. All right.
All right, so you have like 5 agility.
Yeah, 5 agility, 2 melee combat, and 3 ranged combat.
All right, and then 6 life. So make
6
sure you get
life,
yourself.
2 skulls.
Yeah, get yourself. So get yourself 6 life, and also in your inventory of 4 players, you have 7 gold.
Yeah.
Awesome. Will you get that for me, Oz, while I move the camera
Sure.
over and set it and everything for who will go next, which is Cliff?
Blessings upon you. I am Myram Lamb, priestess of the gods of time.
Fitting.
I have been called upon by the gods to right the great wrongs of this world and use my magic powers to strike down enemies and undo the misadventures that lead to harm. For by rewinding time, I can heal injuries themselves. And I get gold and stuff, because people like me. I'm somewhat relieved that I'm not an old dude. I wonder why that thought occurred to me. How strange.
How philosophical of you, Miriam.
I shall ponder these mysteries.
All right, we'll skip. While Oz is getting everybody together, we'll skip into Paige.
Oh, it's me.
Yep.
All right. I am Isildur, which I'm just gonna call her that because, hint, hint, I like Lord of the Rings.
Just
I was gonna say, like, don't let them near the rings.
I have Divine Favor, which I will actually read this and not tell you the D&D terms because this is different. After each roll, other than the Time Captain die, you can re-roll one of your dice. Lay on hands, once per location change, right before the Time Captain change, you can heal 1 health point on an agent, including yourself, for the cost of 1 time. That sounds very cheap. But it might come in handy depending
We
on
only
how often you
have
get it.
25 time units. That ain't cheap.
No,
Well-
you know what I meant. Like it's cheap as in it sucks.
It doesn't even.
Oh.
Well, sure, but it doesn't cost. It doesn't cost any
Components or anything
ingredients.
like that. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
All
It doesn't
right.
cost the. Yeah.
Now Oz.
All right. Let's see. So.
Well, hello, I'm Finnick Shepney. I'm an alchemist. I'm a little gnome alchemist, and let's see here.
I have my restrictions. I cannot wear armor or use a weapon. I have 2 agility, 1 in melee combat, and 3 magic, and 4 life. My abilities are: I can do Chef's Bouquet combat spell for 1 blue S, and 1 success. I remove 2 shields from my space. I can do alchemy, For a blue S, with 2 successes or more, I regenerate a potion that has previously been used, and I immediately recover the potion's card. Note, you'll find potions during the adventure. Oh, gee. And then support for a whatever. Cast this spell without spending any time unit. When another agent rolls the dice, any successes obtained are added to that player's results. All skulls are ignored.
Dizam.
Support. So I get, I have to start with a blue and 2 green.
You've been called out. Nick Morgan says that your voice is offensive to halflings. Also, update.
You say offensive, I say representative.
Also, update. Eric DeMage says that thing that I can't remember the name of that I have that I can't use is a little shield that crossbowmen used to use while they were reloading. So basically, I guess I can't use shields is probably what it's saying.
No, it's okay. It's a buckler.
Bucklers are round and bigger.
Yes, I can use a buckler, just not a Havis or whatever it is.
The smaller shields that are mainly meant for daggers.
All right. So, should we? How do we set up this scene?
Oh wait. Let's see. Let me make sure there's anything else. Okay, we're gonna shuffle the encounter cards and place them face down on Codex 1. You must draw 1 each time the time captain die shows 1 time unit or 3 time unit on it. So, shuffle. So yeah, basically it's a random encounter deck.
That's nice.
Yeah, that's cute.
All right, time captain, and then we're gonna close the base and place it next to the board, and we're gonna open the Dragon Inn. The Dragon Inn.
I was gonna say, here you go.
Yep. So this one we can't actually toss cards the way that we used to. So let me just. Wait. Yeah. Okay, and then I gotta I have to manually stack these.
Oh, here, I'll help.
I meant to put them in order.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Paige, you're not
Never mind, I
helping.
won't help.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna open this.
Helping.
Is there a drawer on the side?
I am helping.
Yes. Ooh,
yeah, there is.
extension. Nice. All right, so we'll put that right over there. All right, and then the Dragon Inn.
There you go.
Yeah, help me arrange this. Neat. All right, and we
Trying to
flip.
Extend this other side of the table. That's not happening.
Wrong one. Wrong flip. This one. All right. Get my tavern music going. All right. You are now inside the Dragon Inn. The atmosphere is energized. The patrons are all in an excited state, and hearing anyone talk is a real challenge. On your left, access to a back room is barred by a man who demands to see a seal from anyone coming close. At the table next to yours, sitting in a dark corner, a hooded man has been staring at you since your arrival. Before you, a generously proportioned woman smiles and winks saucily at you. And on your right, a gambler is about to start a game of dice.
How do you wink saucily?
Like this. Hold on.
Wait, I gotta see this. Hold on.
She's got a bunch of spaghetti, okay? Lots and
There
lots
you
of huge plates of spaghetti. They're very generous.
You nailed it, Oz.
Yeah. I felt saucy. Slap my ass and call me Ragu. All right. So. Okay.
I'm more of a Prego man myself.
Hold on. Hold on. I need to fucking tweet this shit.
All right. So let's see. So we're in the Dragon Inn.
Where's my thing? Where's my token?
Oh, so I'm noticing here. Oop, wait. This card on the left says that only 2 specific characters can actually go on this card.
On which
the
card?
thief or the assassin. On B.
Well, looks like we don't have. We can't go there.
Yeah, only a thief and an assassin can go, and they need a key.
Seal
looks like.
or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Interesting.
You're supposed to put them up here. All right.
Wait, where are you putting me?
All right.
I'm putting you wherever you want to go. I forgot that I'm blue. I'm gonna go talk to that hooded figure because that's what rangers do.
I was also going
I'm gonna
there.
go gamble.
All right.
I've got money.
I think I'll have a conversation with the generous proportioned saucy lady. She seems nice.
All right.
All right, so
Hooded man
we'll
has
start
been staring
revealing
at us.
these.
I'm gonna
So
go
as a
talk to
reminder,
him.
we'll go left, like we'll reveal left to right, and then we'll figure out which order we take our actions in. Okay.
All right.
All right. Who wants to roleplay Jalid?
I got it. I'm Jalid, your contact. Let's cut to the chase. The Alguerian guilds are attempting to find access to the castle where the new king, Milyafin, resides. The only known passage seems to require 3 glyphs. Apparently a single glyph could be enough, but having all 3 would definitely allow passage. It's up to you then. Find the glyphs, then enter the castle with the help of one of the guilds. Be careful, you'd better be well equipped, as that place is extremely dangerous. All right.
Well,
All right.
since this is just roleplay stuff, you're free to.
All right. So what do you think, Paladin?
You say that with such an insulting tone, but it is appreciated. Thank you for the information.
Good luck. You'll need it.
The gods have set us upon this task. We will not fail them. Or will we? I feel strange as if failure and success are both a possibility. How odd.
Wait a minute. What are we
Well, your
trying
goddess
to...
is
I
time,
totally
so I
forgot
would
what we're here to
assume
do.
that you would.
We are called upon by the
Respectable.
gods to end the evil reign of King Milyafin, whose actions
right.
will destroy
Right.
this planet's future. The very time of this place is at stake, and the gods have called upon us to take action. And so I shall go
Right.
talk to this woman over here.
Jalid is slinking back into the shadows.
That was me slinking.
All right. Who wants to play the saucy, well-proportioned lady?
We were doing the saucy
do it.
thing earlier, but yeah, well,
Me? I do.
I'm not against anyone else. Yeah, good.
All right, fine.
Whatever.
Okay.
One of my clients, very well known in his land, left behind a personal item on his last visit. I was supposed to sell it to one of his fans, but I've been short on time. If it interests you, I'll give you this relic for 2 gold coins. Anyone else will give you at least double that amount for it. If you pay 2 gold, you take item 6.
It's possible that the gods might be attempting to bestow some sort of benefit upon me, or that you are attempting to trick me. I shall have faith. Here are your 2 coins.
All right.
Be
let's find
careful,
item 6.
priestess. I've run into many saucy ladies in my travels.
Oh, have you now?
Never. They usually aren't well-intentioned.
Where do I get the item from? Oh, over here.
Sorry, I think
Item
took
6, was it?
here you go. Item 6.
Item 6 is an STD.
There you go.
Item 6 is chlamydia.
I just got it for you.
Okay.
It's in front of. What's item 6?
Oh my god, it's under. It is STDs! Collectible briefs? The fuck?
Wait, they're
A pair
collectible?
of
Muted.
collectible briefs, leopard print briefs, thrown into the crowd by Croc during a concert in '78 with his famous bar group Faith and Siraz.
Man,
What game is this?
oh yeah, I saw FIS one time in concert. They slay.
They slay.
My god.
All right.
Would you like to buy some collectible briefs of theirs?
Oh, no, that's
I'm told
disgusting.
They are worth 4 gold.
I can't turn that into magical material.
Hell,
I
I'm
want
afraid
nothing
I've
to
just
do
been
with it.
misled.
Who wants to play the person at the table with me.
I think Paige should get to do it because we stepped on her when she was trying to be the saucy lady.
Hello, strangers. A small game of dice. Bet double or nothing. The game? I give you 3 dice and you hand me back stars and you win.
What the fuck?
All right. A game lasts 1 time unit. Only 1 agent may play during a visit of this location. Bet 1 to 7 gold and place them on this card, then take 3 dice. You have to make a roll and must get at least 3 successes.
What the
If you succeed, you double your bet. If you fail, your bet is lost.
So you have to get all 3. No, there's multiples. Never mind.
No. Yeah, there's multiples. All right. All right. This sounds fun. Wee! I'll toss. There, I'm gonna toss down 3 golds.
Can't you
Actually,
make?
I don't know. What is yeah.
Can't you make people? Can't you make yourself re-roll dice?
I can. If someone rolls.
If the
any
paladin
dice,
wants to
I can
support
re-roll them on
gambling.
my own.
Are you lawful good?
Me?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I'm neutral good, bitch.
Oh, whatever. It's fun. All this hole is burning burning a hole in my wait. All this gold is holding.
You got this.
All this gold is burning a hole in my pocket.
Where is our dice rolling gonna happen? Don't do that. You're just
I
gonna
don't
throw
know.
the dice off the table.
Okay. All right. So where is our dice rolling going to happen?
Right there.
How about open
Oh,
this
here.
side?
Let me
Open
move-
this
let me
side
move all
over
this.
here.
It's happening
Move all
right
this to
here.
the side
I'm
there.
gonna. Everyone has to roll their dice here. I'm setting the camera location.
There, roll it right here.
Oh, on the side thingy. Cool.
Mother.
All right.
Yeah.
I already said it. Now I'll set it
All right.
again.
Sorry, I'm sorry. It's
All right.
other dice.
Whee!
Huh.
Nope.
That's not good.
I lost 3 gold.
At least I got some underwear from my gold.
Is that really
I
what
didn't
you
even
should
get
be
that.
thinking of, priestess?
This game is rigged.
All right.
All
Well,
right. Well,
that was fun. At the inn.
yeah, it doesn't look like there's anything for us to do here.
It's time for us to go somewhere else. We have to find some glyphs. That's what we're doing.
The first glyph that man gave us was a red dragon.
Did he give us the glyph?
He showed it to us.
But I don't think he gave us anything.
No, but he showed us the glyph. Maybe we just need to see him. It's a red dragon with a.
If he gave us a-
tendril and-
He
I
didn't
think
give
it
us
was
a
just a picture of a glyph. It's just not the glyph itself.
He was saying
Yeah.
a glyph, such as here is an example of a glyph.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we definitely don't have a glyph.
All right.
But we know what it looks
Just letting
like.
you know. Yeah, it was like a sketch.
Yeah, it's a
It's
red
an
dragon.
artistic representation, an artistic rendering of the glyphs that we're supposed to be hunting down.
It's time for us to go seek out some glyphs.
All right, so looking at our plan here, we can go to the Castle Plaza, the market, the old dock, or the Lost Woods.
Perhaps we could head to the market, look for some glyphs, and maybe sell those underwear.
I was thinking the same thing.
I agree. We may need to purchase some upgraded equipment as well
Yeah.
if we all have enough gold left.
And I don't want to
after
be
our misadventures
presumptuous.
in the tavern.
Let's say if you would want to sell those underwear, Miriam.
I hope I can find someone that wants them.
All right. Let's head out. I'll scout ahead.
I tell you, it was a wasted purchase, but
Yes,
I'm not one
well,
to talk right now.
it cost me less than your roll of the dice, at least.
But it could have earned me so much more.
Could have, yes.
All right, so we're going to where? Market?
Market.
That's the nature of gambling, I'm afraid. Most often, it's just not worth your trouble, but it holds the potential promise of hope. But it is a
Can you
poison.
get a person?
hope.
Sorry, got distracted.
All right.
I believe we will
So-
need to make more efficient use of our resources if we are to succeed on this task the first time. It's odd. My
After
voice
having
felt strange
walked-
there.
After having walked through the packed streets, you reach the market square. The smell of spices mixed with the scent of the stews served in front of narrow shacks for itinerants fills your nostrils with heady aromas.
Wheel time. It's bragging wheel time. I should let you finish reading it first, though.
What happened?
I got excited because Palmer is making us spin the wheel.
Ooh!
Nice.
All right, well, yeah, we'll finish reading the description and we'll spin the wheel.
Yes, sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Well, I did, but, you know.
That's it's fine. All right, so many storefronts have been set up here, each with its own specialty. On your left, weapons and armors are displayed under a small sign. In the middle, a boutique displays stocked shelves of multicolored potions amidst aromatic plants. All the way to the right, a humanoid cat is proclaiming the merits of his scrolls and claiming to have the most varied assortment of items in the entire market. Now,
Tajit
this
has
card...
wares for you, if you have coins.
This card... I love it. This card D is for priestess or wizard only.
We do have a priestess.
Ooh, potions!
Clearly, I'm gonna go check out that cat and find out if there are any scrolls with glyphs on them.
I'm very tempted to go check out the cat as well, but I think I'd better focus on business and make the best use of my time. Speaking of which, did we roll the time die when we moved?
Nope. Good call. You should do that. All right.
I'm the time priestess.
Roll
so
it
I
in
must
the
roll
dice location.
Yeah, here you go. A 1.
One
which means we get a
truly,
random encounter.
And we are truly blessed.
Actually,
Great.
So let's see. Around the corner of an alleyway, you wind up face to face against a band of brigands who have decided to empty your pockets and your skin. We must fight. An agent who loses health also loses 3 gold, or less if they didn't have that much left.
Is it wrong that in my head I just imagine them running around the corner being like, "Hey, kid, give me everything in your pockets and your skin"?
Well, yeah, that's literally what that. Yeah, it's like a little monkey man.
Yeah. Oh, I should have gave it a more high pitch. I'm sorry.
So
I like that guy in a burlap sack. That's
Stand
pretty
aside. We hold the fate of the world in our hands. I am a priestess of the lords of time, and you will not bar our way.
I don't think they care, priestess.
Are we considered to be in the same space as them?
yes,
I think so, yeah. We haven't actually gotten to the location yet.
correct. Yes, this would
Okay.
have happened before we got to the market. Oh, what do we do?
Very well, we shall have to make an example out of you. I stand back and wait for one of the other people with like big muscles and stuff to make an example out of them.
Yeah, Isilda walks in front, just pulls out her sword, and gives a nice stance. You will stand aside, or I will make you move.
Oh yes, here we go. Give them your sword. I think I think that will appease them.
You mean? I'm going to stab them, priestess. That's what I'm doing.
Don't blow your
Yes,
cover.
yes. That's exactly what I meant. Give them your sword.
Oh my god.
Sort of smiles sweetly at you. Go on then.
Yeah, I will. I'm going to. If my intimidation doesn't work, which obviously it doesn't, I'm going to be stabbing him in the face. So what do I roll? I roll my. How much do I roll for my attack?
What's your
Hold on, I
attack?
got-
So, yeah,
My
it's
attack
a
is
3.
three.
General combat, so you could choose melee or ranged.
3 dice for melee, 2
melee.
for ranged. So yeah.
3.
Stick them with the pointy end.
Mm-hmm. Oh, there's already 3 dice over here. I'll just do those. That was a very weak roll, but 3 hits.
And for future
since I
reference,
rolled,
if you highlight them all and then right click and select roll, there's much less likelihood of them going off the end of the table.
oh, okay.
Much less
and-
likelihood
and-
of us getting mad at you.
I rolled, so I get to roll again because I have that perk.
Why
Right.
would
Well, it's
you?
3
You just killed
successes.
the motherfuckers.
Yeah, you just got rid of 3 shields. You one-shot him.
Yeah, they did, y'all.
Describe the
Oh.
kill. How do you want to do this?
Oh yeah, you beat me to it by like half a second.
I step forward. And I brandish my broadsword with 2 hands, and I swipe up on the monkey, cutting his jaw in half, and then I do a nice little twirl spin, and I slice the burlap sack guy's staff in half and down his chest, and then I turn back around and stab the other one in the chest, and as I pull out, I swipe it across his face, and then I do a twirl with my blade.
Sick!
And sheath it in my belt.
Impressive.
Nice. Now we're gonna spin that wheel.
Seems that time was not on their side.
So, a reminder, we're going to shake off the dust and stretch the legs of Once Upon a Tabletop since we haven't done this in a while. A reminder to everybody watching. Palmer just gave us a donation to give us... to give us 500 hit points knocked off of that stream boss. And he's now the stream boss, which activates the wheel. So we're going to spin the wheel. And and in spinning the wheel, something is going to happen, and we'll see what that is. Here we go, spinning the wheel. You guys can hear that, right? Maybe you can't, but it doesn't matter. The stream can, and it is you won. Choose next explore. So Palmer, we're about to explore the market, but Palmer gets to decide whence we go after that. Which is, you can choose, I guess, back to the Dragon Inn, but come on, why would you? Old Dock, Castle Plaza, or the Lost Woods. So, so you be thinking about that. So you,
we'll get for naming it that.
That's a Lost Woods joke. You give you decide that and think about it while we're doing the market here. So.
Remember, guys, if we go into the Lost Woods and if we get lost, we'll turn into skeleton warriors.
Right, but it's okay. Just listen closely to each for the music, and
you'll be fine.
We'll be fine. Yeah.
Listen,
that's just an old wives' tale.
I'm glad you guys get my jokes.
It's a rumor. All right. So green. That's
that's me.
Paladin.
Yep.
All right.
If you're looking for something with which to cross blade... Well, hold on, let me do this. He's a salesman, right? If you're looking for something with which to cross blades, this is where it's at. Welcome to the Engozla shop. Merchants of fine blades and other quality weapons for 7 generations.
Reveal items 41 to 50. You can buy the ones that interest you by paying the price indicated in gold coins. Return the rest to the item deck.
50. Oh, you just murdered. Ooh, a bow.
Of interest to you might be this elfin bow, used by the elfin people in the Lost Woods. A friend of mine acquired this from them through trade, and I now offer it to you for 3 gold pieces.
Oh my god, an actual buckler, guys. We found a buckler.
Oh, hey, you could use that.
I can.
But you're a paladin, and there's a warhammer.
Wait, you said
oh my gosh.
41 to 50. Okay.
Oh, I thought it was just
Look
41
at
and 50.
Sword. Oh, it's so pretty.
Ah, I see you've spotted the Sword of Wulk. Yes, this has been in my family's shop for generations. Don't ask, I'm not sure why no one has bought it in generations, but it's been here. In the right light, the blade glows a glinting orange like the sunset.
To use this weapon, you must have the skill. I do. Okay.
Alright, there's still a couple.
Ooh.
We have to put 49 out there.
So that the stream knows what we have. We've got here the leather jacket, which just looks straight up like a leather jacket that we could buy today.
It looks like a parka.
There's the sword of
manufactured by Land's End.
The sword of Gorm
Ooh.
looks kind of a little bit like Sting if it were bigger and more of a broadsword.
No,
It's a 2-handed sword, actually.
it looks because
hey.
the hilt's it's a winged hilt. And the blade goes inwards, and it straight up looks like the Master Sword.
Yeah. Oh,
I might
yeah,
get this.
straight up. Then there's the Pavis. I can't use that, so we'll move on. Warhammer, the buckler, the sword of Wulk, and the darn crossbow, whatever.
Hand crossbow.
Yeah. That
The
darn
crossbow.
crossbow.
There's also 2
Crossbow.
cards missing. Cliff, can you finish? I think there's 48 and 49 that still needs to be pulled out.
Wow, there's a lot of stuff
So-
at this shop.
Yeah.
Ooh, chainmail.
There's some chainmail.
Ooh,
and
a
battle
battle axe. Ooh.
So many choices.
You want everything.
So while you're
I
mulling
mean, I want
that
a full
over-
set.
While you mull that
Yeah,
over,
go
should we just put
continue.
all this to the side for you to...
Yeah,
Yeah.
put it on
You
the
know what?
extra. Yeah, actually, to make it easier, I already know that I'm in love with this blade and I'm buying it. So
Let's put the rest over there, though, so if anyone else goes there to shop, we don't have to take all the cards out again.
Yeah. So I am now down to 1 gold. Here's my 6 gold, merchant. Forgot your name.
All right. If anyone's interested in any of those weapons, you know where to get them.
Yeah. My paladin will tell you guys when she meets up with you again. That are just
no one's-
shouted across the market.
All right, and you can't buy any of these, right? So I'm just gonna
I
let
have
you know.
1
You might
gold
as well
now.
stack these, guys. This will be the merchants. These will be the weapon merchants stack.
All right, then we'll just have to unstack them when someone else goes there.
Exactly.
Instead of
I mean, that seems like a waste of time.
Either.
Why not just? We're not using that space over there.
Well, I just did the thing that spread them out, and then we just undid it, so there's no point in doing it again.
Okay, watch, because you're gonna see. All right, so for me, a creepy old man with bottle with potions.
He's been drinking
Oh,
some.
great! I'm gonna have to be an old guy after all. All right,
Yeah.
all right, fine.
You're mute.
You're muted.
You're mute.
Oh, I'm muted. Enchanted, brave adventurers. I'm Mazian, the apothecary, a simple artisan specializing in potions.
Oh, I love potions. You know, I'm an alchemist myself.
Ah, you are you? Well,
You certainly seem like a
have a look at
trustworthy
my
individual.
merchandise. Yes, I
Oh
suppose.
boy,
you
don't
might
mind
say
if I
that.
do.
All right,
That was a
so I
good
need
idea, guys.
22 to 29. So 29, 28, 27, 26, 25. You said 22, right?
Yes, that one over there.
Yep, 22 to 29.
The lovely
let's see, so-
vintage.
A minor potion of healing for 5. Ah, crap, I gambled all my money. Not all the money. I can only get something for 4. So this would be to recover all your health. That's okay. We don't need that. We have a priestess. A potion of reality denial. Allow an agent to re-roll up to 3 dice after a roll. That's only 2 gold.
That's not bad.
Okay.
Very difficult to brew, this one.
It's within my price range. A potion of fireproofing. Allows the party to cross a wall of fire.
Sounds
That
useful.
sounds important.
I don't
Yes.
know.
Oh, that one
Walls
sounds
of fire.
cool.
That I don't know. That sounds very situational. Potion of leaping allows the party to cross a chasm or sometimes to scamper off discreetly.
I can tell you, the
Okay.
potion of fireproofing will do you no good with the types of fires you might encounter at the brothel.
Ew.
Yeah.
Not personal experience, of course. Word of mouth.
Mhm.
Here, I have this potion of invincibility. This may do
Oh.
you well if you intend to visit the ladies of the brothel in this town. But you may also use it for other more adventurous purposes, of course. For one combat round, if you use this potion, you ignore all wounds.
Ooh. Okay. Let's see. I'm looking for something. Maybe. Let's see. A minor potion of healing.
Yes, this might be more in
Should
your
cover one.
price range.
Nah, I haven't. We have a piece. We have a priestess. I might as well save ourselves the money. And a paladin. Antidote. Remove the effects of any poison. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be poisoned.
Yes, well,
And
that's what
potion
they
of
always
water
say
breathing.
until they've been poisoned.
Allow an agent to breathe underwater and thus pass a diving test without having to roll the dice.
Why you wouldn't want to just drink the stuff, I don't know, but here it is, we sell it.
Can I just say, this artwork is to die for.
It's awesome, yeah.
I love it.
I want these bottles.
Like it's a
all
little
of them.
orca.
Right?
Little orca bottle. All right. Well, I only have
so
4.
Creative.
Yeah, I only have 4 gold, so I think Potion of Reality Denial sounds like a good
A wise
Bye-bye.
choice.
2 gold. Because I certainly like escapism. As proven by my current gambling woes. And I don't know. Should I buy any of this other stuff? We got a potion of water breathing that I can buy, an antidote.
I think the water breathing might be nice. Because we are going to head to the docks, and there could be something underneath the docks.
Yes, the
Ugh.
water breathing would be an excellent choice. But the antidote, well, you just never know when you're going to need one of those.
I mean,
It's
that's
a bit of a
true.
gamble, isn't it? Let's hope
Our-
it works out better than your last one.
I don't have anything to heal you with poison, nor does the priest.
Well,
So I
it's
think
all
one
right.
of those would be good.
No, you're right about the docks. That sounds like interesting choice. All right, whatever.
Plus,
I don't need pocket money.
We have this decorative collectible bottle.
I
Yeah, it looks
actually do really
amazing.
like. Yes, I do. I must commend you on the artisan craftsmanship of this bottle. I just want to buy it for that alone. It's so cute.
Oh, thank
right.
you. I drank a few of my potions one night and woke up and I just made it. I think I did, at least.
All right. Well, I'll take these then, sir. Thank you so much for your business.
That's my line. But you're welcome.
Sorry, I anticipated your line. I do that a lot. Do a lot of
Okay.
anticipating. My field of work. Anyway, toodles. Toddle out.
I'm like in love with your voice, Oz, when you're doing your halfling. It's the best.
All right, so that's me. For our priestess. Oops, sorry. Behind a stand, a mage observes you attentively, then motions you to follow him into a room occupied by other members of his guild.
It's a guild.
Yeah.
Here they are, he simply says. He then begins an incantation that opens a magical rift. Go. You'll end up in the telluric spheres. From there, you'll be able to reach the castle's basement. Watch out, for with fewer than 2 magicians, it's highly risky.
What the
If you want to enter Limbo, immediately open Location 6 with no roll of the Time Captain die or Time Unit expenditure.
I don't know about this.
Oh, bye. I thought this was the weapons shop. Excuse me.
Weirdo.
I'm just window shopping. Thanks, though. Thank you very much for showing me that. It's very nice. It looks like you worked very hard on it.
You always have a place here in the Magician's Guild.
Thank you. Thank you. That's very
You need-
reassuring.
When your friends are doing blow in the back and you're just like, yeah, that looks great. I was just looking. I'm gonna go.
Oh, I do have to ask, though, as the Magician's Guild, I have an odd question that came to you. Do you have any cocaine?
I have not heard of this magical ingredient.
Yes, neither. I don't know why I just said that. Excuse me, I'm feeling a bit off. And I go wandering away.
Oh God.
All right. Who wants to do the meow salesman?
I'll
Tabaxi
do it.
salesman.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll do it. There's no.
I really want to do it, but I also really want to hear Paige do it, so.
You have to do it like
I gotta
Katarina
give him
Kitty
more
Cat.
Welcome to the scroll spell, the greatest store focused on scrolls and wondrous items. Spoil yourselves, noble strangers.
I will, thank you.
Reveal items 30 to 40.
That's a lot of items.
Jesus Christ.
I'm happy when we went to the market, guys. This is fun.
Yeah. All right. It's just.
I think I got them all there.
First, you bring them to me, I'll read them. First is the lockpicking kit. Allows you to open certain doors easily. I said bring them over here and I'll read them. Second, scroll of stasis. Allows the other agents, but not the user, to perform 2 actions. Die rolls and or movement. During the same time unit. Yeah.
Oh, but it's a spell cast. Yeah.
And it's a
You get
really
4
difficult one to
successes on a
cast.
single roll. Jeez. But that's awesome.
Fireball scroll. Remove 2 shields from an opponent. You can also target an opponent on a neighboring space. What?
3 successes on magic.
Where's 33? I'm going in order so that we can make sure we got
Right
them
here.
all. All right. Then we got condiments. Put ketchup on your meatloaf, and a meal without salt is a bit like a unicorn with no horns. Something's missing.
Yeah.
Okay. The effect is the ideal combination to spice up a good meal. That's obviously an item that we would need for some effect later. The glyph medallion. Ooh! Behind unbreakable glass, a medallion holds in its center a magical glyph. This magical glyph opens a sacred portal. Well, according to rumor. In short, at this price, it's almost a steal. So...
I should have been done the cat voice. Whatever.
A captive fairy, which looks like something that could interest Trululu, the leprechaun. Unsurprisingly, she doesn't seem to be in a good mood.
Free me from this cage. This captivity is intolerable.
If you free her, she'll fill up all your hearts.
Yeah, no, if you decide to purchase it, you also take item 12.
Yeah.
Oh,
Effect
I kind of want it.
Mystery item.
allows the party. So this is
It's
the
7 gold, though.
parchment of fireproofing.
I know.
Allows the party to cross a wall of fire, like that potion would have.
I don't know where 37 is.
Yeah. Well, I guess we're skipping it. Get me 37 and I'll read it. Crystal ball. I see. No, nothing. It's just the ball. That's dirty.
Oh, it's under 40.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, the effect is the owner of this crystal ball can, once during this turn, consult an unrevealed card on a B, C, or D space.
Cool.
Interesting. Then there's the parchment of improved accuracy. The other agents add 1 boom to their next agility die roll. Then there's this one, the lantern. When heading into the woods, we don't forget the fire, as sometimes we find large monsters quite dire. It's an Alguerian nursery rhyme used to scare children. Casts a bright light in front of you.
Grappling hook.
And a grappling hook. I'm going to stop making Zelda references. Allows the party to cross a chasm.
Never stop.
Well, I mean, I guess I kind of just did. It allows a party to cross a chasm. All right.
It's a glyph.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Oh, Mr. Kitty Cat.
That is very racist, but continue.
Well, you know, this glyph medallion. How much would that cost?
7 gold. Believe me, it is worth of its price.
Do you know about the
According
glyph
to a
that's on
rumor,
there?
it's
What
hooked up
exactly
above
is that a glyph of?
It looks like a dragon, no?
No dragon I've ever seen. I've been across all the land. I am a ranger after all. I'm gonna buy it. Let's just stop all this. Here you go. Take all my money.
Thank you. I hope this glyph comes in handy.
Me too. A hooded figure told me it might.
So of note, since we have not taken like an actual action yet Somebody, if anybody wants, can move to another space to purchase from someone from another stall.
It's just gonna.
If I could get one gold
But the
from you
interacting
guys, I
and
think we should
purchasing would
purchase
have
this.
to happen on the next time unit, right?
Oh, right. Well, no.
Are you sure?
No.
Because I'm definitely going to take advantage of that if that's a option.
Yeah, I think you can.
I think we should get the lantern. I think I just because it sounds situational, I think I might get the condiments because it's only 1 gold and that's all I have.
I mean, there are quite a few situational things to get.
That's the thing. We might as well kind of. Well, you all decide.
I
We might as
feel
well
like
spend our gold here because let's be honest, guys, we're not gonna finish the first run.
right, but I feel like randomly, unless you just have 1 gold that you don't know what to do with, then that's fine. Which it looks like you
have
do.
1 gold that I don't know.
So
what to
go
do
ahead
with.
and get the condiments, but otherwise I think we should get things that we think we might actually use. But
Well,
since you only have 1 gold, you might as well use it.
I'll let you guys decide because if it comes down to be like, damn, I only need 1 gold, then I could give it to you. But like I said, we are going to be heading into the woods, and the lantern might be useful. I also really feel bad for that fairy, and I'd like to release her.
Look, fairies are horrible creatures. It's not. You don't need to feel bad for her.
7 gold though.
I know she's so expensive.
Be trapped forever.
Yeah.
That poor thing.
All right.
I say the lantern or some sort of underwater breathing potion.
Didn't we get that though?
Did we?
I got the underwater breathing potion.
Okay.
Yep.
Well then, why don't we
Look at
go
this.
for the lantern?
Finnick holds up this like orca-shaped bottle, and he's like, "Isn't it adorable?"
You are not wrong. It is cute.
But I would also love an elfin bow.
I think one of us should at least have another weapon. But a lantern could be situational. If we do intend to head into the woods, I do not want to be lost in the dark.
All right.
How
Well,
much
I
is that
guess
bow?
you're gonna have to go get the lantern because it looks like Miriam
Yes.
Lamb got a battle
Miriam
axe.
Miriam comes walking out of a weapon store carrying this big ass battle axe. I thought it suited me. What do you think?
It fits you, Miriam.
It's quite a bit taller than you are. Or are
it's
you an elf?
one-handed. No, I got the small version.
Okay.
I had a much bigger one but it was just up on the wall for decorations. Apparently a trophy from an ogre or something.
All right.
I also waved these underpants around, but people just gave me weird looks. No one offered to buy them.
We talked about this. You can't go around just waving items. Especially that.
Why not?
It gives us a bad reputation. People will start putting our goddess in a bad light.
I serve the Lords of Time. I'm not concerned about the vagaries of your mediocre deity.
Which is the goddess of time. I'm sorry. I thought we were working together.
Oh, I serve the Lords of Time. They, of course, are. I'm not certain. Some of them may be various different genders, but there are many and unknowable. To serve a single goddess out of that as if, well, it's a strange view of the scriptures, of course, but I'm not ultimately opposed to it. I just don't want it equated to the true dogmatic faiths that give me my strength. It is why you must rely on a sword as well as some meager blessings.
Which I do. I'm sorry. Were you not there when I took down those people in the alleyway?
Oh, I was. That was quite fantastic sword work. You did amazingly well.
Anyway, if I could get 1 more gold, I can purchase that lantern.
Well, too late. We spent it all on the battle axe.
I shall buy the condiments.
Maybe he'll take a trade.
I have nothing to offer.
I slip something small and fabric into your pocket.
I don't think he wants that. I'll just buy the condiments. It could come in handy. Plus, if we end up having to camp, it'll be much more flavorful than gruel.
Oh yes, rats are much better with ketchup.
All right.
It's a dwarven delicacy.
All right, well, we're out of gold. Hope this all works out for us, huh?
Yes, let's go slay some foes. Then
That's
we
quite
can
a
take
strange
their
thing to
things and
say,
enrich
Benoit.
ourselves.
Well, I say before we head to the Lost Woods, we take our first break for the evening, and come back, and then head to the Lost Woods, where we will. On the way, remember we'll have to roll the time die and find out if a random encounter happens, all that kind of stuff.
We're gonna come back to the Once Upon a Wheel, though, right? Because that's what happens when you take a break on this show.
Yes, absolutely. It's a tradition on this show that when we come back, we've killed the stream boss, who is Palmer, not here to defend himself. I think he said he was leaving, so he's not even here to defend himself. He should be pretty easy. All you got to do is throw some bits at us. Subscribe. We'll do a little bit of it if you haven't subscribed, follow. Subscribing does quite a bit if you want to throw your Twitch Prime subscription or otherwise another subscription at us.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, Twitch Prime. It's
Yeah,
free
if you don't use it
free to
on
you.
us, make sure you use it on somebody, because it's, it's every month. You have to re-up it. Just click the button. It's a great way to support a show without
And
spending extra more money.
If they haven't changed it, if you have Amazon Prime, you automatically get Twitch Prime,
That's
right?
what
That's
Twitch
what it is.
Prime is. Absolutely. So that's I'm glad you said that, Paige, because I sometimes
That's a really good point.
I should remind people, I haven't in a while, how Twitch Prime works. If you have Amazon Prime, you have Twitch Prime. And so you should be able to use your Twitch Prime, your Amazon Prime subscription. It's right there in the interface. You just click on subscribe with Twitch Prime, and it's free to you, and it helps us
Also,
out. So
They give away so many video games, too, so check that out on the Prime Rewards. You can install them through the Twitch app, just like it's Steam or something, I guess, but
either way,
there's a bunch of games for free, and many of them are actually pretty cool games.
yeah, either way, cheering with bits also does damage to the stream boss. Donations, if you click on the tips button down there, the yellow thing in the information below the stream, all of those things will do damage. And like I said, it's a grand tradition that we have a new stream boss, and the current one has been vanquished by the time we get back from our break here. We're going to take a quick...
I want to spin that wheel, man.
Yeah, the wheel is the
Spin it.
best part of this game. So we'll take a quick 5-minute break, and we'll be back in just a few minutes, all right? See you in a few.
Saucy wink.
Hey everybody, we are back with Once Upon a Tabletop, or should I? We're back with with Hair Tips with Bobby and Oz, the stream on the Shadowcasters Network, where today we're talking about the difference between the modern pompadour and the quiff. No, I'm just kidding. It's Once Upon a Tabletop, where we roleplay the action at the table. Today we're playing Time Stories, A Prophecy of Dragons scenario, and we have just made it to the market, and done our thing there. What did we buy?
We bought a lot of crap.
I got a glyph. That's not crap.
oh yeah,
I
no,
got
we need
this.
that. We need that.
I purchased this lovely battle axe. I believe I will name her Gertrude.
And but yeah, we're getting ready to go. There's Paige. She's got donuts I saw on the back on her wall behind her. So that's pretty cool. Yeah.
Nice.
You guys checking out my room?
I was
Yeah.
looking at it while we were on break. I checking out the wall back there.
Yeah, I've got Castle Crashers, Fallout 3 or Fallout 4 with the new Coca-Cola girl. And then that one's a poster of Squirrel Girl beating up all the villains in Marvel.
Squirrel Girl is hard to say, but also amazing. Yeah, so we're headed to the Lost Woods. We don't have a choice because Palmer, our previous stream boss, made it so. So that's where we're headed. So remember, you guys can donate and send us some stuff. And there we go. We're going to do it again. You can donate, you can cheer or subscribe, and it'll all do damage to the stream boss, and help us out at the same time.
Oh, the stream boss got defeated again? No?
I'm
I
checking.
don't think so.
It is not. It did not.
Okay. Aw, womp womp. All right, fine.
I wasn't gonna point it out. I was trying to stay positive.
I was gonna ask you guys. I have a.
Rolling the time die.
I have a fake sword. Do you want me to grab it for purposes?
Of course.
You can do anything you want.
Yeah, it's right there. It's behind my basket full of blankets. Hold on.
In living color. You can do what you want.
Did you roll the time captain die?
I did, and we got a 3. That sucks.
Oh, that sucks. And it's a random encounter.
I also have an axe.
Wait, we did that one already.
I got them for my birthday. I didn't hear you guys if you said anything, and I just lost my headphones piece.
We didn't say anything. We were silent since you left. What's the random? Do we get a random encounter every time?
We
Only
do.
if
I
we
picked it out.
3.
So
Yeah, when we roll a 1 or a 3.
Oh, great.
For this one,
You're mute.
each agent must make an agility test with 2 stars to avoid getting robbed of gold. I think we can just skip this entirely because they will reach into our pockets and fondle no gold.
Yeah.
Ah!
Oh my! that you're quite forward there. I can't say you're not my type, sir. You back off.
Yeah, I would imagine Zelda just basically gives them the stink eye, and they're like, okay, yeah.
Nobody pickpockets a paladin unless they're like really high up in the Thieves Guild or something. And they're trying to prove something.
Right? But yeah. Ta-da! It's my own sword.
Yay!
Like I said, I have an axe as well. It's in the back there. I also have a giant lollipop.
All right, so we're now in the Lost Woods.
Well, I suppose we found it then, eh?
Where I can put this.
I
Oh
suppose
boy.
we ought to position ourselves.
Be vigilant,
The wood
adventurers. I will scout ahead.
The woods that surround the city are.
Go ahead.
The woods that surround the city are surprisingly wild. As soon as you've passed its edge, all traces of civilization disappear, giving way to luxurious and chaotic flora. On the left, a tree trunk contains a minuscule door that can only be used by little people. That's me! At a certain distance, the undergrowth is open to you, where a number of herbs abundantly grow. Behind an old wall, the flora is very dense, and access is possible only for those who are more at ease in the woods. That's you!
Mm-hmm.
And nearer to you, heavy footsteps can be heard from a cave, the opening of which is hidden behind bushes.
There's a fairy at the top of that last one. I bet it would have been happy for us to free its friend.
Oh, yeah. It's got a fae.
Yeah. I wonder if that's like a hint. There's someone ahead.
Oh, how presumptuous of you to place me on the on the ranger.
Where else would you go?
Listen, I'm quite experienced in the forest.
I think it might be best for us to team up to explore the first 3 regions, and then I believe there is likely some sort of great threat, a great beast of some kind, perhaps an ogre in that cave. Maybe you don't want to go there alone.
Thanks, Eric, for the bits.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, thanks.
But that said, you are a paladin, so, I'm sure you're quite capable in dangerous situations. Very well, very well. I shall dial back the events of your injuries themselves, should it be necessary.
Thank you. And I shall walk
All right, I go into the little door. Yeah.
Hey there, Finnick!
Oh my god, that's perfect!
Hey there, Finnick! As you can see, it's still True Lulu who watches over the entrance to the paths of the little people. Heard you were trying to get into the castle? It'd be pretty easy to help you with that by going through the paths. I could open a direct access to the tunnels beneath the castle, but you know how things work. I'll help you if you help me. Bring me back the Queen of the Fairies, and I'll let you through. You'll recognize her by her light blue skin.
Oh, man.
Oh.
Huh. I know exactly where she is.
That one at the market was yellow.
Yeah, definitely not the queen.
Damn it. I have to go make
But
7 gold.
It'll be like a quest. The Queen of the Fairies will help you if you bring back the...
Yeah. Find my sisters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I will make an agility roll to attempt to find herbs. If multiple ones of us team up on here and make our agility rolls, we can gather up lots of herbs to use to cast spells.
If only the paladin had helped you.
Shut up.
Yes, well, she's got her other priorities, you know.
Yeah.
Always wanting to hit things.
Ooh, you
with
could get
the roll,
browns.
but it's fine.
I need
Yes, well,
those so
I
can
will
be
take a
support.
look. How many do I roll here?
Oh, it does say, attention,
Oh,
only
nice.
one harvest is possible per visit to this location.
Oh, so maybe you shouldn't harvest yet.
So it's possible.
Yeah.
It's worth considering waiting. Is what that means.
No, I don't get any hits.
Oh, you rolled. I didn't get to watch
Yep.
you roll. So
Oh, then I have to roll it again.
we didn't
Well,
see
wait.
it, so it didn't.
Did you
happen.
hear what we said though?
Oh, yes, I was just blatantly disregarding it. Because I'm a priestess of time, and time is of much more importance than herbs.
Right. All right. So you got 2 skulls, nothing, huh? Okay.
But I didn't, explain myself. I just did
Yeah,
what I was going to do.
You went there wasting time.
I didn't waste any additional time by gathering other people to help me, sir.
Man, could have gotten brown.
What can Brown do for you? All right.
And support you.
Yeah.
So I go in there, and Elvin, thanks to her natural knowledge of flora, can make an extraordinary harvest.
Oh, I didn't know you identified as a woman. I apologize for misgendering you.
Yeah, same.
Well, you know what? It doesn't bother me. I identify as it, or he, or her, or whatever. Over one time unit duration, Elvin can make a die roll, agility, and obtain a harvest as indicated below.
Ooh.
Ready for this?
You'll roll better than me. You're going to roll
Please
like
do.
Will Wheaton, aren't you?
All right, so mine
Please
is
do.
agility is 5. What?
It's pretty awesome.
Oh man.
Here
Please get 4 more successes. I need that brown.
roll.
What's it called?
3. I got 3
Oh.
successes unless the paladin wants me to re-roll.
Yeah, go for it, man.
Do I
Can you
re-roll
do that in
all
the
my
same
dice?
space?
You re-roll
Hey.
once.
Can you do that without being in the same space?
It doesn't say.
What does it say?
It says
It
after
says-
each roll, you can re-roll one of your dice
Oh,
Yeah.
so I have to do it.
on the paladin's sheet. So I don't think she can do that.
Okay, never mind then. We got 3, so what did I get?
2 blue, 2 green.
All right, 2 green,
Oh,
2
wait
blue.
a second. Wait.
Hello.
I'm going to use my potion of reality denial to allow you to re-roll up to 3 dice.
There you go.
Oh,
So do you want me to
Chuck
re-roll
it at her.
3 or 2?
Up to 3.
I know, but up to means it doesn't have to be 3. Would you like me to re-roll one of the
I just
successes?
need you. No, I just need you to roll 1 more success, right? So that you can get at least just 1 more success, and you can get me those browns, and then I can.
so I think
help
what he's
out.
saying
So the
is
question-
to only re-roll the 2 dice, not
Yeah,
the one
re-roll
that's
the-
already a success.
Okay.
Because you could risk it, but you only need 1 more. So
Yeah.
he's just not being very forthright in his response.
Oh, come on!
Hey!
There we go.
Yay!
We got it.
Yes.
Oh, I thought I'd only found 2 green herbs and 2 blue herbs, but it looked like that one of these green herbs actually was 2 brown herbs.
Man, I feel like I'm Resident Evil all of a sudden.
I could have swore it
right
was
now-
a green one.
Because I'm the only one of us, of the magic casters, that can use brown, and that's to help you support. And
Yeah.
I can spend a blue, which we just got a bunch of. to
Why
regenerate
did you
this
just take
potion.
all my herbs, huh?
I didn't.
Oh, you didn't take any? Oh, did you already have herbs
no,
or
no.
something?
I only care about
No,
the
I
green.
have. Yeah, I start with some.
Oh, okay. I was just giving you a hard time anyway, but...
I'm really a fan of the green herb myself. That's
All
the
right.
only one that I need.
It's the paladin's turn.
know
Look,
what-
guys, I
I
found
need
some
blues?
flowers.
Never mind. I need blue ones. Why do I have nothing but green then? It's no sense.
Yeah.
Oh, I
it
see. I
starts us
use
off
blue
with
and green.
Ones that we're not like. Yeah. Yeah, I use blue and brown. Yeah. All right, and then
Ooh.
you've barely entered the cave when you stumble upon an imposing creature that attacks you. Fight. And then you can
Fight.
take item 4.
Oh, I can shoot at it from where I am.
There you go.
Can I
Let's see,
just do
4
that?
shields. 1, right? Yeah, 1 thing and 2 skulls.
I'm just gonna do it then. Can I? Because there's no prescribed order for combat, right?
Yeah, just do it. Shoot
Yeah,
it.
just do it.
All right, I'm doing it.
I just imagine you're like, I found flowers, and you just see Isilda pull out her blade as this thing comes towards her. Like,
Now is the time.
Ah! Pull out my bow and 3 hits.
nice.
And when it's a ranged attack, so I ignore the skulls.
Correct.
But
go
it's
ahead
not
and-
magic, so I still have to go from left to right, right?
Left to right. Mm-hmm.
So
Yep.
those 3 shields are gone.
There's one left.
And
I shall
so I
attack
say,
it
I pull out my bow as I notice out of the corner of my eye, and I say, Il Sidior.
Elzador.
Duck! And then an arrow flies past your head just as you notice the beast. It gets struck in the shoulder with an arrow.
Nice. And then I shall, as you shoot it in its back. Eh.
Is that
No,
your
good one.
is that
I
your
got
heroic
2,
paladin
and
combat noise?
Yeah. No, it's more of like a type of thing. She got 4 hits because she's using the Sword of Gorm. So 4 hits.
That's the end of it. So
Is it?
Wow,
It is, yeah.
we're a good team.
Nice.
you wanna do
Elsador.
this?
I'm gonna say your name different every time.
Yeah, as the beast howls and doubles over type of thing. Isilda unsheathes her blade completely and just stabs it in the eyeball, and then she whips it out over her head, and the eyeball goes flying behind her.
That's a good place. That's a good place to stab someone to kill them, as we learned earlier.
That's what we learned, yeah.
That might have been before we
Someone
started
was here for
streaming.
that.
So.
that was the
So
parenting advice I gave
Yeah.
earlier.
So some dumb rule thing I'm seeing.
Uh-oh.
You ignore the skulls on ranged attacks, but
Yep.
that doesn't necessarily mean you
Not if you're in the
ignore
same square.
Ooh, I can't put it in my bag.
Right. You ignore that if you're on. But there was a life token, so I believe you still lose 1 health. Like it
She
chucks a big
killed
rock
them
at you
all.
or something.
Oh, also, it's supposed to actually be a
On-
minus
on
a minus
turn.
1 per thing. So I actually only hit it 3 times, or 2 times, I think, didn't I? So there should still
yeah,
be
you're
one.
supposed to do a minus.
Yeah, so there's still 1 skull, and I
Oh.
did take some damage. You said?
Yeah, because you had that life token, the heart.
Yeah.
That
Oh, you
automatically
did
does
that.
a damage. Yeah, because it was still on it. So
What?
So it's still alive then with 1 heart or with one
With 1 skull.
shield left.
Yep.
All right.
And
Probably
with
not
one
enough to
eye.
hurt the paladin.
After I rip out its eyeball, it claws forward and stands back up, and Isilda's just shocked.
Ah, jeez. All right. I didn't do a roll, so I'm gonna move in. And on the next turn, I can do something. All right. So, taking a time.
All right.
I suppose I shall bring Gertrude in and see if she needs to have a word with this fellow.
You named your axe?
Of course.
I'll go ahead and attack first again since I'm ranged. It seems the safer way to go.
Go for it, man.
Mm-hmm.
All great weapons have names.
Roll. Done. Final. Pulled out
Nice.
an arrow and sent it straight into the other eye.
Yeah!
Nice. All right. Take item 4.
Take that, you big
Look.
meanie.
Oh, look! I dropped something.
Loot!
Careful, that might not be a brown herb.
The ranger and the paladin high five each other. Yeah. Hold on. Do that again. Ready?
Oh, yeah.
Ready? Go.
Yeah!
Nice.
Let's see. It's a glyph.
We
It's a
did
what?
it.
It's a glyph. It's a medallion glyph.
Oh.
Around the creature's neck, you find a medallion that bears in... Hold on, let me actually look at it. That bears in its heart a strange magical glyph. Yeah,
When we
so
bring
Second
them-
one already. We are doing
Isilda
quite well.
kneels and puts that into her palm of her hand and grasps it and rips it off the...
We found
creature's
2 of
neck.
them. That would appear to mean that we have a 66% chance of entering where we need to enter. Somehow I know this math, even though statistics hasn't been invented yet.
There's still math. I mean...
Not statistics.
Math is totally a thing. I do all kinds of equations to make my potions.
Not statistics.
How
Oh,
did
I'm
you
sorry.
know?
Did you go to alchemy school? Cause
Somehow I know this.
That is a strange portent. It seems to be knowledge out of time.
I
The
find you to be
gods.
quite misinformed.
The gods smile upon us. The Time Lord. The Time Lords are guiding us. We should,
All right. So,
we should
sorry,
move.
we're done at this location pretty much. So, where do we want to go next? What do we do? Where are we going? Huh?
Purchase that water-breathing potion. I think we might go see if we can find a use for it. I have a feeling that you were guided to that selection by the Lords of Time.
I simply suggested it to him.
Yes.
That's
Or
all.
the-
That's the only money I had left.
Look,
Well,
guys,
you are a paladin of the goddess of time. So.
I've got some herbs here that I have no use for. Would anybody like them?
Me.
It just takes them.
I shall have the blue ones, please.
I don't need any.
Oh, here. I don't need these greens, so you can have mine.
That's lovely, but I would like some blue ones, please.
Go ahead and take my herbs from my inventory as you need them.
I'm gonna take these 2 browns, and then can I have? Well, you can.
We shall share them. You take one
let's
blue, and I'll
see.
have the other.
Let's see. I have a combat spell to remove 2 shields from my space, and I can regenerate a potion if I need to with a blue. So, well, you
I too would like to be able to make use of my combat spell, or perhaps a greater healing if need be. But it only seems fair that you should bear the bulk of the blue. But I would like one of them for myself, if you don't mind.
No, that's fine. Absolutely, please. And here, you can have this extra green.
Why, thank you.
That's a lot of minor healing there.
Yes, these green leaves, they remind me of something I have no memory of. The leaves of the coca. I wonder what it means.
What's a coca?
I don't know.
What's a
we will
coca with
find
you?
out.
Mysterious. So while we are traveling to the old dock, perhaps you could heal our ranger for free with one of those greens.
Yes, please.
Oh, yes. I hadn't realized you were injured. Of course. I will cast a healing spell upon you.
Oh, that feels so good. Thank you.
And
Somehow,
as I'm a time cleric, I fail at the spell. It's been too long. You should have spoken up sooner. I can't reverse the time so long after the injury. Or at least not this time.
You failed your roll.
Yep.
How badly are you wounded?
it's only a flesh wound.
They're all
Yeah,
flesh
those add up.
wounds.
So
What
I can
else
heal
would
you.
it be in?
It's just 1 out of my 6. But since we can only heal in prescribed moments easily, it might be worthwhile.
Yeah.
I can heal you, but it will take some time.
Well,
Approximately 1 time.
yeah, we got nothing but time right now. Let's do it.
What is my name again? Isilda?
What's my name again?
Yeah,
What's my name again?
Isilda. Isilda will, Elysia?
Elysia Door.
Is there not a D in her name?
Yeah,
No, that's an
Elysia
E.
Door.
Oh.
What?
Elizia.
Yeah,
Elysia.
and she
I
has
like the Zelda better. Elysia will place her hands on the wound on Elvin, and a warm glow comes from her hands and spirals around the wound and begins to heal her.
Thank you, Elysia.
Anytime. After all, you did back me up back there.
It was a glorious battle.
Indeed, it was.
That was good work healing there. That, I wasn't able to reverse that injury. I wonder why you were able to.
If it makes you feel any better, I was a cleric or priestess before I became a paladin. My training, well, speaks for itself.
So actually, I want to also mention this. Spells can be cast when moving between locations without spending time unit. It looks like you can cast multiple spells if you wanted to. So like every green that you spend would be an opportunity to roll.
I could have kept casting then. Okay, I would have done
Correct.
that, but we'll keep moving for
Yeah,
now.
exactly. So
fine.
just something to think about, so we can save time that way.
Gotcha.
All right, so old docs, time captain, roll the die.
Isn't that you?
Yeah, yes, you.
Oh, yeah, the
we've-
time priestess.
Time priestess.
Oh.
2.
2!
No
No,
encounter
random
this time.
encounter.
Hey!
Now that
All right, we're
my
at 17 time units.
my ranger eyes and senses are heightened after our trip into the woods, I was able to help us avoid danger.
There was a locked card in woods, by the way. Sorry about that.
Yeah, I saw
When-
that. I wasn't gonna say anything. I just went ooh as you dragged it across.
You know, if you
Yeah.
find a whole pile of gold, maybe we'll go back and buy that ferry and swing by there, but I don't know.
I don't think that fairy was her, but yeah, I guess.
I think it relates,
Let's see what
though.
happens when
The
you
name-
sell
I
those
think
panties.
so too. Yeah.
No one's gonna buy the panties.
I hate that
Like-
word. I hate that word.
I won't do that
panties.
again next time. That's odd.
You head to the west of the city and can see the horizon broken by the reason for your presence here, Molyefin's castle.
What a
Around the
bastard.
canal. Oh man,
Sorry,
it's so big.
I don't know why that just came out of me.
That's the elephant shoulder.
Around the canal rise makeshift dwellings, which strongly contrast with the richer buildings in the city. No doubt, it's better to visit this neighborhood by day than by night. On the jetty, a public crier shouts apocalyptic predictions at the top of his lungs.
Oh, that guy.
In front of
The
you,
end is nigh!
in front of you, a fisherwoman with the face of an angel and an accent so thick she's nearly impossible to understand gives you a surprising, "Hey, I've got some quality stock. Are you interested?"
That was less of
One
an
of-
accent and more of a.
I was gonna say.
Yeah,
her
no,
face
it's
was
fish
amazing
in
Sounded
her-
like a
her
speech
voice.
impediment.
She has like fish in her mouth.
Wait. Face of an angel. Oh God, I'm sorry. Okay. Hold on.
Ugh, of course, it's currently. I can't do it.
Yeah.
I abort.
I've got some quality stock. Are you interested?
Let's just move on.
I don't know.
Yeah, let's just go.
Yeah. On one of the bridges leading through the low streets of the neighborhood, a man seems to be waiting for someone and glares at the new faces walking by.
I recognize that man.
Do you guys ever notice, this is just an aside, do you guys ever notice that you can do accents really well when you're just like walking around your house doing chores?
Yes.
And then when you're on a show like this, you're fucking terrible at it.
Yeah, it's...
Usually gets a moment to practice.
Well,
It does,
that might be fair.
My sister, because she does plays often, she talks to her cats in accents to get her practice out.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty much what I do. I walk around the house just saying.
I do it to the kids all the time, and my kids quite often tell me, "Dad, stop talking like that."
Aww.
Well, I don't have any money, so I'm not interested in the fisherwoman. And I can't go. The old dock is only for the paladin or the warrior.
Which I've gone.
I am the warrior.
So, yeah. You want me to join you there, priest? What, ranger? Or should I just go over there to the crier?
I mean, I don't know how I ended up on this spot. Let me
I just
see.
put them there. I figured people would move their things somewhere where they wanted them to go of their own volition.
I've started to think that my my character has a dark, an interest in dark things. So I'm gonna go talk to this crazy person.
All right, I'll see what this fisherwoman's selling. Maybe she's interested in a potion of water breathing.
Or panties.
Maybe.
You approach the old man. Who wants to be old man?
The end! The end is near. Punishment upon us.
Come here, you. For gold, come discover what awaits you.
Whoops.
You can spend 1 gold coin to immediately reveal that black card over there.
Ah, we'd love to profit, but we spent all of our gold at the market. Perhaps you'd like a pair of panties instead.
Hiram walks up to him and says, "We have no time for false priests and charlatans on the street," and shoves him off the dock into the water.
Dear God. I didn't know they taught murder at your church.
This is awesome.
Oh, he'll be fine. He can swim.
Oh, can he? As he's splashing and drowning.
Well, I'd give him the potion of water breathing, but it seems an awful waste.
He did say the end was near.
It did, yeah.
You're a dark priestess.
She shrugs and smiles sweetly.
All right, can somebody else try this accent?
All right, I'll give it a try. For 2 coins, I'll give you some spider stream. A real trip that'll make you touch the goods. If you're into it, give me the shinies and fill me. And give the stock away from prying eyes.
It's good.
I'm sorry, I didn't understand you. I heard something about 2 gold, and I'm just out of money, so...
Yes, 2 gold or
Hi.
fuck off.
Yeah, hi. Nice to meet you, lady. Toodles.
I just love it when you say toodles.
All right. Took your time. I'm your contact from the Guilds of the Blade. Follow me. The man tells you. He guides you along the quays, then brings you to the back of an alleyway where an old stunted mage stands. This is Rob. He'll be able to open the portal located in the Chamberlain's office for you. It's in the impasse of Lost Steps. Escort him there, then follow the Chamberlain's instructions. He knows where the glyphs to enter the castle are.
Oh, hell
Take
yeah.
items 3 and 13.
He looks like a Brian, so I'm gonna name him Brian. Thank you, Brian. I will go back to my colleagues and tell them the news.
All right, let's see what we got. Ooh, the impasse of Lost Steps. It's a new map location, and we get to keep it because it's got that symbol.
I got this
Nice.
old creepy Rom dude.
Nice.
Rom is an ally. Place 4 hearts on his card. When the
I got
agent that Rom accompanies loses 1, he also loses 1. Then he moves away from the agent with whom he was associated and joins their players sitting to their left. Oh.
He's a liability we have to protect then. An escort mission.
All right. And then if, God, my computer keeps cutting off the bottom sentence. And okay, with the player on the left.
When he loses his 4th heart, Rom dies. It's just telling us very obvious information.
Okay, good.
Anytime the player who has Rom gets hurt too, and then moves to another player.
Yep.
And then he can die. So don't let him die.
Did I grab the wrong
All right,
tokens?
He's got 4.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So.
But somehow this thing is all... There we go.
I'm gonna put Rom.
2, 3,
right
and 4.
Thank you.
There you go.
Well,
All
it
right.
seems like our next course of action is obvious. We have a lead for the 3rd glyph.
Ah, yes, I know where the glyph is. Follow me to the impasse of lost steps. I know exactly where to go. Yes.
What do those symbols on the location card mean?
That means that we always know where this is. So in future runs, we don't have to come back. Like we can always go to the impasse of lost steps.
Yeah,
number 3 is
it's
just
item 3.
Item card 3. Got it. All
Right, yeah, but this is a permanent. Right, so this is just a permanent location card.
Ready for the time captain roll? Or time priestess roll?
Indeed. I'm guessing we're moving to the castle then?
Yeah, the only other. Well,
The
we can
impasse
go to the
thing,
castle
right?
or the impasse.
Feels
I
like
think we
Oh,
should
I
go to
didn't
the
even know the
impasse
impasse.
first.
Let's go to the impasse. Yeah, I didn't
Yeah.
even know that was a thing.
doesn't
Sorry.
seem we'll be getting into the castle very easily, so...
No.
One
plaza.
time unit.
So we get a
Random encounter.
Oh.
A few
She's so
coins, my
cute.
lords. Give to receive the blessing of Buried. The more you give, the more Buried will be grateful.
Place this card nearby and put as much gold as you want on it.
Well,
Yeah, so
shite.
Myram approaches the beggar and says, We'll benefit your false god. Not at all. Get along, foul beggar. You're not welcome in our pass.
Enough! Do not yell at her like that.
I
Just
didn't
because
yell, I
she
spoke
believes in a different
sternly.
god does not mean you get to bash her with your religion.
I didn't bash her with a single thing. I just told her to shove off. There's no business misleading people with her fairy tales here.
Just
Now go.
move along.
Yes, there's no gold for you
Not-
here, charlatan.
Move along, Miriam. Let me handle this. I am
Sorry.
child.
Go ahead. By all means.
I am sorry, child. We don't have anything to give.
Sorry.
Do not listen to her. She is very passionate about her cause. I wish
hurt
you
my
luck.
feelings, my lady.
I wish you luck on this, and blessings of your bride upon you.
So hungry.
He says as he walks away.
Yes, well, maybe next time you beg, just don't mention your blasphemous faith.
I said enough.
We'll just give you
Miriam.
something.
All right. To the docks. Or we just left the docks. To the impasse of
impasse.
suffering or whatever it is.
Sorry.
Right.
Oh God.
All right, hold on. I'll get it. I'll pull it up.
The impasse of lost steps. Perhaps we'll find
Lost
a few.
woods, lost steps. Everything's lost in this world.
Yes, well, it's just that they're very lazy to update things. Once it's been found, they don't change the sign.
And who's doing all this losing? They need to hire a better groundskeeper or whatever.
Hold on. I'm a little confused. Just give me one moment. All right, you know what? I'm just gonna sort through real quick. Ah, shit. I'm sorry, guys. Give me one moment.
Take your
Didn't
time.
make
problem.
it easy this time.
We can,
That's not location.
as you're looking, we can role play more.
Oh, the impasse of lost steps. Really? Okay. Oh, it's location 3. Sorry, I was
Yes.
looking for location 9. That's why I got confused. Sorry.
Reading hasn't been
Yes,
invented
well-
yet.
Those numerals are so easy to mistake for one another.
Oh.
You just flip the one upside down and it's a 3, and the other way it's a 9.
He is an alchemist. I trust him with numbers.
I don't know what makes you think alchemists are good with numbers.
They have to measure everything out.
Oh,
You
do
can't
they?
put too
Oh,
much
do they?
mushroom into one
That
thing.
has
and
nothing to
too
do with
much
measurements.
into
They
another
just
thing.
fill up these little cups that are the right size.
Right.
You still have to make measurements and equations. He even said it himself. That
I'll
doesn't
tell
look
you who
suspicious.
knows math. I know math. I gotta know distances
Nope.
and trajectories
Sorry.
and arcs and speeds and I've got to count footsteps.
Wait. I understood the trajectory and everything, but why do you have to count
This is
footsteps?
so annoying.
You know, like oh, to get from one log to the other log.
Oh, you mean distances and feet.
Yeah.
You could have just said that.
I don't know what these words are.
Okay. It's really hard to sift through these. So just let me lay these out and see what we have. Okay, so we're still missing 3B and 3E.
Never apologize.
No, because like when I pull out a card, it won't actually like. Okay, there we go. That's one.
I'll place it.
And what are we missing?
3B?
F,
B.
3B.
Is there an H as well?
Doesn't look like it.
I liked it better when you just clicked a button.
I know.
You did say is that this set was hard to find on Tabletop Simulator?
I
right?
found it. I just can't drag it out for some reason.
I'm sorry,
It's
go ahead.
The number.
I'm out.
It's
I'm
the
out.
number.
Go ahead.
It's okay. There.
Thank you. All right.
Oh, I
It's
gotta
pretty
beat up a
light
lot of
on the
people.
bottom, so it's hard to make out what it says. I just started looking at each card individually.
All right.
And we're sure there's no H.
Make your way. Correct.
Okay.
You make your way through the narrow streets of the city to reach the impasse of Lost Steps. At the back of it, you notice to your right an entrance over which hangs a small sign, a Celigan, King's Chamberlain. In less time than it took for you to read it, the deserted street fills with people bearing the arms of Melyefin's guard. Too late.
Okay.
Good.
That was just
You
more
do
than
it.
one at once.
It's
Too late! You've arrived! Too late!
Sniggers a man, holding a book between his hands. Meanwhile, his companions draw their weapons. For each of your combat rolls, you must also take into account the shields present on the back of unoccupied cards.
Oh, shite.
Oh shit.
So that means we
I
gotta
don't think
spread
this
out.
old man Rom is gonna live, guys.
Spread out. All right. Which one do you want me and Gertrude to take?
I'll take this one. Ah!
Is he tripped?
I'll take this one
I'll
because
take on the big man. I don't want Rom near me though.
it puts me in a
I
position
move
to
forward.
best utilize my
Well,
ranged
he'll move
abilities.
after he gets hit.
That's true.
I'll take on these.
I bet
Ooh,
you that.
I can support
Yeah, that paladin's gonna need help.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So before we take our turns, let's read what each card does.
Yeah.
Remember, we can choose.
Yeah.
All right. The woman attacks from in front with her blade. The man, for his part, uses the surrounding walls to help himself in an attempt to marry his poisoned blade to your throat. We need 2 blank shields and 3 skull shields.
My throat's already taken.
What?
What?
It's married to me.
Oh, shite.
What?
Here's a special thing about this, by the way. If a player gets nothing but skulls during a roll, their character dies from being poisoned.
Oh Jesus.
Unless an agent owns an antidote.
Which we don't.
Oh, that's
Which we
what
didn't
it's
buy.
for.
The guy
I'll
was
be
saying.
fine. What
Over
are the
here?
chances?
Is it a Balrog?
The man
Oh,
who-
it's just a fire spell. Okay.
The man who previously spoke to you lowers his book and launches a fireball from his hand, while the person next to him sends a volley of crossbow bolts your way. 6 blank shields and 1 life shield.
Yeah.
And then over here,
Ahoy, midgets! I hope your teeth are solid.
7 blank shields and 3 skulls.
They're solid enough to cut through your intestines. And she pulls out her blade.
No, don't bite his intestines. That's very unsanitary. You'll get a disease.
All right.
3 skulls. 3 skulls. All right.
All right.
So who would like to go first? I'm gonna go first here.
Go for it.
I'm going to cast support. So I spend my brown ingredient. So I start mixing a potion really quickly. God, oh no! And I'm gonna roll my magic of 3 dice. I add 2 to. Okay, so who am I with? I'm with the paladin.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, so I mix this potion up really quick, and whoosh, and like it just goes into you just breathe it in like this mist, and you feel yourself invigorated, and you get 2 bonus successes.
Nice.
You broke my fantasy. I like to imagine you just threw a bottle at her and it.
Ow! What the fuck? Like.
What are you doing?
I was standing
like
near her.
All right, let's see what happens then. I say the paladin go ahead and strike.
Eh.
Yeah, I want to see what happens.
All right, I got 4, and then with the plus
cocked.
2.
That one's cocked.
What?
Reroll this one.
No, we can count it as a 2, right?
Yeah.
Let's see if we can stack another die on top of it and not let it fall. Oh, never mind.
See, there.
Oh,
if you
yeah,
move
there we
it,
go.
It's 2.
Yep. Totally a 2.
So 4, and then my sword does 4 or 2, so that's 4, 6, and then you gave me another 2, so that's 8.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. I think you got his legs off.
You nearly eviscerated him.
All right. How many skulls do you have on that roll?
1.
1, and there's
That roll
2
that I just
skulls
did?
here. Yeah. So there's 3
I have
skulls
3.
total. Your resistance is 3.
Oh,
Perfect. So you don't take any damage.
Yeah.
Wait, what is your resistance?
3.
3? Oh, I'm sorry.
And
I
it's skulls.
thought. Yeah. Perfect. Yep. So you don't take any damage.
Yeah.
That's how you do it.
I keep wanting to call her Azilda, but Azilia pulls out her blade and immediately charges him and stabs him in the gut, and then cuts off one of his arms. And he tries swinging at her, but she simply steps to his side.
How you'll regret that, lassie.
All right, I'll go ahead and knock an arrow. Take this. I sure wish I had an elfin bow right now because I only got 1 hit.
Aww.
And I'm attacking this guy right here. So that's 1 shield, and I take another damage. I got healed last time, right?
Yes.
I forgot to put the health in there, so I'll just leave it the same. I took another damage. I knocked a bow and I loosed it and just barely got, but it was because I had to dodge out of the way of the fireball, which singed my shooting arm.
All right, I believe I shall use some of my magic. As Myram steps forward and draws out some blue herbs and speaks some incantations, and these blue flames fly out and hopefully kill somebody.
Whoa, no,
souls, so
you're
I'm
literally dead.
Oh my god, no!
Well, wait. Yeah, you're not that dead. Wait. So
No, you're dead.
No. You don't take damage per skull. You just take 1 damage.
Special. If the
Read the
player gets
card.
nothing but skulls during a roll, their character dies.
Oh.
I am dead.
Oh.
No!
Oh.
No!
Miriam!
Miriam!
She's our healer.
It's my time.
All right. So character death.
What happens?
Yeah. Okay, so place your main pawn. You remove your pawn and then place your small pawn, or you can just put your main pawn, doesn't matter. 7 tokens away, or 7 time units away from the current position of the time marker. You can take part during discussion, but you're no longer part of the action. While you're wandering in the intertemporal vortex. Oh, yeah, so the agent possessing them is expelled into the intertemporal vortex. That's the flavor. The agency requires time to recover them and reinsert them back into their receptacle. All right. Your possession.
Whoa! God, what is this place? This is not supposed to happen. Get me out of here! Ah!
While an agent is wandering, their possessions, such as their items and tokens, can be used by the other agents until they return to their receptacle.
Dibs on
As
the
soon as
undies.
the time marker reaches, yeah. As soon as the time marker reaches the agent's small pawn, you can reintegrate into your receptacle. You enter for free a space of the location currently being visited that contains at least 1 agent, and your receptacle is once again operational and comes back with all of its life points.
Nice.
Okay.
No! I'm just gonna keep
Oh,
yelling.
that sucks.
All right, so we
Actually,
spent the
it's
time
pretty
unit
awesome.
to make these rolls. So
I mean, like that is the coolest possible outcome we could have
Yeah.
had from that one particular die roll from a story perspective, right?
Mhm.
Yeah,
I think it's our first character death in the
it
game.
is. Yeah, it's our
Like
first
in all
one.
of our
Like,
games.
Yeah.
Maybe no, I
Someone
think we've had a death
died.
before. I don't remember who, but
So something to keep in mind is that whenever we make a roll, we have to take into account the skulls present on the back of unoccupied cards.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is 1 on if we flip this one.
This
It's
card
1.
is, yeah, so there is a skull on the back of that card.
right. So for this next round, unless one of us leaves,
Which you probably will, because you killed the one dude. Oh no,
Well,
you
he's
didn't.
about to
still
go
up there.
down. He's
thought you
about to
killed
go
him.
down.
well, here's what I can do. I've got this. I can use my chef's bouquet.
I'm sorry.
I've
Quick,
got this.
the
Go!
condiments.
Yeah. So I can, if I spend a blue and I get 1 success on my magic test, I can remove 2 shields, and that's all he has left.
Here's the
Oh,
thing,
no.
though.
And you
can- and you'll be
It's got
free
a
to
red
move.
padlock. No, it has a red padlock on the card.
But once it's dead,
Which means
then
we
it's
can't
gone.
move.
Oh, once
so
it's
then
dead,
she can
right.
move.
Yeah.
Okay. Never mind. Go
so
ahead.
I'm spending a blue S.
Go for it, man.
Here you go.
What the hell is a
Ah,
chef's
bouquet.
bouquet?
Oh, that was a fuck up.
Well, it was a good idea.
This needed condiments. No.
I had it on me.
All right. Well, that was my turn. So
How much?
I guess I take damage.
You survive.
Well, there's 2. Yeah, no. Yeah, because I don't ignore shields. I mean, I don't ignore skulls on my roll. So because it was a combat roll, so that's 4 skulls. I definitely take a damage.
Okay.
I'm confused about what just happened. I thought it was just
So it's my chef's bouquet is a combat spell, and combat spells they do take into account the skulls.
Yep, they count as fighting.
So I rolled 2 skulls, and he has 2 skulls, so it's 4 skulls total. My resistance is only 2 skulls.
okay.
So since the resistance is higher, since my resistance is lower than the amount of skulls, I lose a life.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So yeah, I have this okay. I'm like, oh, this needed condiments. Ah, crap! Bah! I just like get flung across the alley.
I have a question. With our ranger, how much damage do you do?
1 for every hit.
Okay, because I was gonna say you'd have to be right next to us, I guess.
No, I can
I
can shoot at that guy. It's just I'd have to get 4 hits in order to get him, because for every space I am away, I remove 1 hit that I roll.
And you'll also take damage from them here. So
Yeah.
from these people the space that
you
you're
might as well
on.
just each face your own foes.
I mean, I'm gonna take damage from these guys anyway, because there's no way I'm gonna get 6 off of this
Okay,
thing.
well,
so.
I'll take out this
Oh,
guy
also-
then, I guess.
Yeah.
Technicality, also 5 skulls because we have to count this lady here because she's unoccupied.
Yeah, so it's Well, it's only the one skull on the back of the card, not the.
Right. Yes.
But do I
So-
count
Yeah.
those skulls as a ranged attacker? There's a question for you.
Probably, unless it specifies otherwise.
No, right? Because you must also take into account the skulls present. But if you ignore skulls, then
Yeah,
Oh,
when
good
I'm
point.
attacking with ranged, I ignore skulls in spaces that are not my own.
All right, do the thing.
All right, I'm rolling. I'm attacking the person on my space.
Yeah, go for it.
I got 2. So
Nice.
that's 2 more shields. And I take 1 hit.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, if you decide to shoot onto a distant space while you have an opponent on your space, the skulls rolled count normally for the ones in your space. So yes, you do have to count the skull in the back of this lady and anything going on here on your space.
Okay, so I take another hit.
Well,
No,
wait.
I
How
don't
many
think
skulls
so.
did you roll?
I didn't roll
You
any
rolled 1.
skulls. Oh, did I?
Yep, it was 1 skull
Okay.
on the dice.
Okay, but
Unless
your
it-
resistance is 2, so you're fine.
Okay.
Yep.
But you do take 1 life
From
anyway
the
because
heart.
of this life shield.
Yeah.
Goddamn fireballs.
Yep.
Can I roll now?
Yes.
Yes, kill it.
Help me!
Oh,
man.
I murdered it.
That is a very dead.
Yeah, I got
How do you want to
4
do this?
4 in total, and then I got 2 with my plus 2 with my sword.
Nice.
Yeah, Azilia, there we go. Azilia swings her blade underneath this man, cutting off his leg, making him kneel down on this bloody stump. And as
Ugh.
he looks up at her, she just cuts off his head, and then she helps up Finlock.
Brah. Head flies.
Anytime you guys want to help
Take
over here,
expression.
whoosh, I'm dodging fireballs.
Yeah, and Azilla will pick up or help up Finlock and ask
You
him
guys
if
can.
he's okay.
Oh, you took an attack action, so you can't move yet.
Yeah, we
So
can't
I
do
guess
yet.
we'll just put him aside for now. Yeah. So that was So now we spent a time unit.
Now you can move, right?
Yeah. I'm running.
Might want to send someone over to that other skull.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Pretty dangerous, so
Yeah.
I don't want to send somebody with a pointy thing.
I say we team up, take down this card first, and then the ranger can stay where he is and he can shoot from afar.
I agree.
It's not a bad plan.
Teamwork makes
Let's
the
do
dream work.
this. Yeah.
Someone else attack first.
I'll attack first.
I'm
where's
moral
my
support.
blade? Whoops. Okay, here we go. I like whipping them, alright? 3 and then 5 with my blade. So I do 5.
You kill it. How do you want to do this?
You're just a murder machine.
Yeah, maybe.
I
Yeah.
love it!
Yeah.
That's what happens when you spend your gold on weapons and not,
Yeah.
Medallions.
Azilia charges forth and stabs the guy. Skewers them both together
I'm buying
into a wall,
I'm buying
and
a
she
weapon
pulls out her
next time.
sword as they fall down.
Nice. And you get. All right. So we have 2 of the yellow tokens. We need 1 more. All right. So I guess.
You guys
Then-
can.
Yeah,
walk
we'll just
there,
move
yeah.
over. That's our action for
Hold on.
this time unit.
I don't think Ranger took a shot this turn.
No.
Oh, you're
that's what
right.
I-
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
but there's
yeah,
nothing for
so
me to
I-
shoot anymore.
I-
So maybe you
move.
shoot before you move.
There was nothing for me to shoot because it was
Oh, you
dead.
shoot
The
from
card
the side.
somebody was there. Got it. You had to have somebody there to reveal it.
Yeah.
Oh, then I move first, and then you shoot.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
So I move and I reveal it.
All right, then I'll shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I run up and
Pew
I'm the
pew.
distraction. I'm the distraction. I'm distracting you. Ah.
3.
Nice. 3.
But really only 2. Because that's how
Right.
bows work.
Apparently.
All right. 3 more. All right. So next time unit.
Yeah.
The 2 of you can only move, so it has to be me.
I'm staying here.
Ah, jeez.
Well,
I'm staying here
moving.
so I can attack. I'll attack first.
Yeah, there you go.
Can you do your magic support assist thingy, or?
I can on somebody else's roll, but they can't make a roll because they're both moving.
No,
Like,
I
that's
don't.
their
I
action.
don't.
No,
I
you have
don't
an archer.
I don't have to
Yeah.
Oh,
move.
right.
I'm staying where I am.
Oh, so I should have just stayed with you. Damn. Ah, whatever. You got this.
Well, you had to reveal the card anyway.
Oh, right.
Yep, that's
yeah,
why.
yeah.
2 skulls missed.
Ah, jeez. Come on.
My arm is on fire.
You only got 3 hearts left, or three skulls left, and you got the murder machine in its
I'm
spot. I
shooting
think we're
arrows
fine.
instead of stopping, dropping, and rolling.
Crap. All right. I'll.
Cut me some
Ah,
slack.
jeez. All right,
You don't
fine.
need to bother with
Should
the
I-
assist. It's almost dead, and you have a paladin there.
That paladin
Well, right,
just
no, I
lops
could-
everything's head
Yeah.
off.
Yeah, and my combat spell will only remove 2 shields, so
Oh,
whatever.
but she can't fight this
It's
round,
not-
so yeah,
Oh
you
no,
might
but I
as well
can't
give
if
it a
I
shot.
don't. Right. Well, right. If I don't do anything, I take damage automatically. So I
Yeah.
have to.
So
Just move.
I can just try and punch
Well-
it.
use a potion of water breathing.
No. Move to the ranger side. I will stay here because.
You can't move.
If I move, I take a damage.
Yep.
Oh, weird.
Also,
okay, never
it's
mind.
locked, so you can't move anyway.
All right. Well then,
Yeah.
I guess
no. The
attack.
game. A special rule for this game is you can leave a locked card, but you take a damage.
Oh, I thought it was you'd leave a combat card after the locked thing was on top of that. So, sorry.
Right.
you
No,
might
it's kind
miss
of like
it.
an attack of opportunity. You take an automatic damage if you leave.
Just,
So
stab,
I
that's
right,
have
yeah.
to. I have to try something. So I'm just gonna.
Or cast a spell.
I just don't want to. Yeah, I don't want to spend my spell if it's not gonna do anything. So
Yeah.
I'm just gonna punch it.
Yeah, just attack. Punch him in the face.
Slap.
Hey!
1.
Nice.
Where is it? Oh, it's way down there.
Right across the
Yeah.
face.
So it's got 2 skulls left. Does that hurt you?
Right across the face. More like in the knee. I just do like a kick in the shin.
I'm not sure you can reach
They're
the
like,
face.
fuck.
Unless
Like
they're
they
on the
hop
ground
around.
first.
Right. All right. Next time unit. We're at 12 time units. Who wants to do the thing?
I'll do it.
And you're really lucky you didn't get 1 skull on that roll.
I don't. With
Right.
this
One
particular
die,
attack,
it
it
was
doesn't
skull.
do me any negative to attack it. So,
Yeah.
boom!
Oh, you
Oh!
fucking
Five.
murdered
How do you want to do this?
I pat out the fire that's on my arm, take an arrow, pull it back. Well, before I knock it, I run it through my mouth and I moisten the feathers on the arrow, and I pull it back and open one eye, and then let it go, and I do it right through the nostril.
Nice.
Yeah, just as like she had her her head back from the shin kick.
Yeah.
Right
Right
into
through
her
the
brain.
nostril, into the
Nice.
brain, out the other side, and I walk up and I pull it all the way through and put it back into my quiver and I say, "Let's go." God damn.
All right.
Fireball
That
mages,
deserves another
fire
high
mages.
five, but we did just lose a team member, so.
Oh yeah, I kneel down and I lift the head of I can't remember her name.
Miriam.
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 It's written on the inside of her cloak.
Yeah, I pull it back and look at the
Etched in,
tag,
cross-stitched in.
and it was written on
Property
there,
of Miriam.
written on there with Sharpie. Say, Miriam. She sacrificed herself. She was such a devout priestess. So devout she was willing to push people into the sea for not
Which
following
she
her
did.
god. She'll be missed. Something tells me we'll see her again, though. Something, a feeling I have.
In time.
Let's find our way
Nice.
to this castle. It
Let's
is our
move on.
quest.
Dibs on her blue stuff.
Go for it, man. I'm not gonna use it.
Did she spend this?
Yeah, it's not. It's used up. She
Ah,
used it in her last
damn.
action before dying. He stabbed her while she was casting a spell.
Ah.
I'll grab her axe, I guess.
Well, you don't have to grab it. Like, it's still with her. We just get
Okay.
to use it. Like, any of us can
Yeah.
use the axe.
I see.
If you want to grab it, go for it. But otherwise, if you're not going to use it, just leave it there.
My bow is still better, probably. So
All right. Did somebody move the time unit down for this round? It looks like they did.
Well, we need to move.
Yeah, I'm gonna move.
Mhm.
Whoa, get off my head.
Sorry, you're right in the middle.
Yeah, did we? So that move would have cost us a time unit. I just don't know if we did it.
I think you did.
So where to
I
let?
thought
Yeah,
you did.
chat could let us know. Were we at 13 or 12?
They don't know. Don't ask them.
Yeah.
Don't bother them.
They could help.
Yeah.
You
They are
rush
very
into
friendly.
Esteligan's house. You quickly see everything, and in the end, only 2 rooms catch your attention. The 2 cards bearing the symbol, the do not enter symbols on their back are now accessible. Movements to them are made normally, so you have to spend a time unit to move.
I'm moving the time unit down.
Don't flip these. Who is flipping these?
That was me. I made a mistake and I flipped him back.
I did it too.
I'll go with the
I
paladin.
I haven't.
Me and the paladin are buddies.
Yeah. Team workers.
Ah, geez, alone again.
You fared.
Forever alone.
You performed well in that last skirmish,
As you did as
Alexador.
well. Thank you, Elvin.
Elvin. That's such an obvious name.
I mean,
reach an
I'm not the one
office.
who named you.
After a careful search, you discover a magical portal behind the back of the fireplace. If Rom Dorik is with you, take item
He is.
9.
Oh.
After which he leaves hurriedly. Discard him.
Oh God, we forgot about him.
He didn't get hurt. I didn't get hurt though, so he's fine.
Was he able
Yes.
to do anything for us, or is he just a?
No.
No, he's like he's an
Liability.
escort
Escort.
mission.
Okay.
All right, but he
Coming
leaves
over
us.
with him.
In you go! Wow!
He runs away.
Oh my God.
Wait a minute.
Without him, you would not have
Rob,
been
what are
able
you
to open the
doing?
portal.
I was gonna say, like, what did he do? Did he just like
He just
push us
dove
into this
in.
portal?
No, he
Oh,
just
he
ran
showed
in.
you it activated.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh, did
he
he
got
go
to
in?
activate it too. No, active location.
He activated it and then was like, "Bye, fuckers, I'm out."
So is this what it is? Location 7 is what he revealed to us?
No. He gave us item 9.
Item 9.
Like his presence gives us item 9.
Right, which is this.
Oh,
Is
okay.
this
Oh, yeah.
here.
That's what it is.
Yeah, I guess so.
It gives us access
if we
to the
go in.
tunnels. But we note that this card is not permanent. So like this is the
Okay.
only way into the tunnels. So we have to do this if we want to get in.
Well, hell.
Seems reasonable, I guess, but there's no glyphs here yet.
That we know
On
of.
the bed in the bedroom. Okay, so for me, on the bed in the bedroom lies a body. Oh, jeez. Oh, this smells. Comparing its face to that of a painting hanging on the wall leaves no room for doubt. It's a Seligan. Taking his state into account, the death was due not only to stabbing. The body is still warm, but his face. The room seems to have been turned inside out by someone looking for something.
I
But you
lean down.
never
And,
know.
I lean down and check the warmth of his skin. He was killed
It's just
recently.
me, though.
Oh.
I'm the only one here. I'm the one that's on. I'm on the body. I'm searching.
I reach down and check the skin of the tiger rug that is in front of the fireplace.
All right, I'm rolling this.
Is it soft? What are you doing?
Wait, that's not a roll. Hold on.
It died
Just grab-
recently.
Ew.
3.
Hey,
Did it.
nice.
Bam.
Nailed it.
I take
Take
item
item
5. What do I get? What do I get? What do I get? What do I get?
1
It's
gold.
a glyph, right?
I hope.
It better be a glyph.
I hope it's a
Hold on.
glyph.
I'll put this one. I'll put 13 back in the deck.
Oh, what is it?
It's a map of the dungeon.
Map of the dungeon found at the Chamberlains. Also take item 15.
Da-na-na-na. You
Yeah.
got the map.
Oh. Now we just need the compass.
Scroll of
Scroll
Leaping.
of leaping.
This spell allows your party to cross a chasm for 2 successes on a magic spell.
I'm
Oh.
Nice.
guessing we're gonna be crossing a chasm.
Yeah, there's a lot of items about crossing chasms. All right, sweet. I found stuff.
We also found stuff. A portal behind the fireplace.
Something tells me
Gotta-
we should go through it.
I agree.
All right.
So I think
So,
for our turn, we're just gonna walk through it.
Well, Well, yeah. Well, not even your turn. You just.
All right.
It's us.
And
That
like
would be
now
us.
we
I'm
roll the,
assuming that's us
die.
taking the tunnel, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to the tunnel.
All right.
So we're changing locations. Time captain. Time priestess.
Hey, 1, which means only 1 time spent, but an encounter.
All right.
In here?
Yep.
Hey there, strangers! Lost in the meanders of the city? No, we went into a tunnel, but...
I think he's lost.
Trust in Rian. I'm a member of the Criers Guild. For 3 gold pieces, I'll guide you and save you precious time.
We don't
No
have gold,
way.
sir.
He's
Also,
a member of the Criers Guild in
This
the
is-
tunnels.
Also, I think you're lost. This is the tunnels. and we
I'm
don't
not
have any
sure
money.
what you... What? Huh.
So if we hired him for 3 gold, we would spend 1 fewer time unit on time captain die rolls on location changes.
That's pretty cool.
Interesting.
But
Yeah, well, move along. Go back to the surface.
As we walk away, he says, "But wait! No, really, I don't know where I am!
help! I really just
Please
wanted
help
someone to
me!
get me out.
Help me! Please!"
All right.
Alright.
So the tunnels, location 7, correct?
Correct.
All right. Bear with me, please. Actually,
We never did go to the Castle Plaza.
do we need to take another 5-minute break?
We certainly can.
Yeah, let's do that. Now I can have it set up.
All right, well,
Sounds
everybody,
good.
we're going to take another 5-minute break. And when we come back, I hope to see... We've already done some damage to the stream boss there. It looks like there's 350 hit points left. So let's see if we can get that stream boss down by the time we get back and have a new stream boss. Palmer's been up there way too long. We love Palmer, but you know, sometimes you can overstay your welcome. So it's time to kill the stream boss and become the stream boss yourself, and we'll spin that wheel and have some cool things happen. So let's do that, and we'll be back in about 5 minutes. Everybody, we're back with Once Upon a Tabletop. We're role-playing Time Stories, the board game with the scenario, A Prophecy of Dragons. We've just entered the tunnel underneath the impasse of suffering, or whatever it's called. And I was just explaining to everyone that my office where we stream is right underneath my 6-year-old daughter's room, so normally I don't get to be too loud because she's always sleeping when we're doing these, but she's out of town right now. I am childless this week, and so I've been a lot louder while role playing. But when I role played that Crier Guilds guy, my wife immediately texted me afterwards. She's in bed right now. She just worked all day today. And she texted me and said, "Are you okay? I thought you might have been murdered."
Wrong stuff.
Yeah, that's because the right stuff doesn't exist. When I first pulled them out, those cards
Yeah, I know
had the
that's
correct
been the
back.
problem I've been having too, and I couldn't do
Yeah.
anything because you were in the middle of
Yeah.
because you were still searching it. So
All right.
Yeah, so we're working on setting up the next scenario.
Well, we came back from a break, right? Isn't there anything important to do after we come back from the break?
Except if what you mean is to tell everybody about our show and whatnot, then that's all there is to do right now.
I thought you spun the wheel after every break.
Nope. You guys, I definitely checked to see if the stream boss has been destroyed, and it hasn't been yet. So you guys, if you want us to spin the wheel, the Once Upon a Wheel, and have really exciting things happen, like role play actions or helping out or hurting our players, then you gotta do some. Send us your subscriptions, your Twitch Prime subscriptions, or cheer with some bits. It's the best part of this show, and we want to see that happen. So don't be shy.
all right, we've got it set up.
Awesome. I will switch over to the board so people can see the game.
You know, I just realized, didn't Rom say that he knew where the glyphs are and everything like that?
Yeah.
And then, like,
Didn't
he
lead us
let
to any
us-
glyphs.
Yep. He
Yeah.
let us.
That fucker.
Well,
I don't
that's
think
why
that's what
we're.
he said specifically.
That's what they said, yes.
That-
well, it's
well-
what somebody said about him. He didn't necessarily say this. Hey, I got this dude Ram. He knows where the glyphs are.
Yeah.
Then we go and got.
That's
then
why
we
we're
got Ram.
following him, right?
He just left.
He's
He
a
wandered
little
off.
bit of a crazy wizard.
It's true.
So
You're finally in front of the portal of the 3 glyphs. Each access point is covered with a halo that prevents all entry. From
Okay.
afar, spooky sounds are heard, which does little to reassure anyone. During setup, shuffle the 3 question mark cards and place them randomly on spaces B, C, and D.
I'll read this part here while you're moving that. The 3 question mark cards each require a glyph to be accessible. Thus, if you own 1 glyph, you can reach 1 card of your choice. If you have 2 glyphs, you can reach 2 cards of your choice. And with 3 glyphs, you have access to all 3 cards. If you own no glyphs, or if the way you've chosen is a dead end, the only solution is to go back to the city. If you return later, you must set up the location as if it were your first time, i.e. shuffling it.
Okay.
So
We do
right,
have 2. So let's pick which 2 we want.
2.
Let's do, it's random, so let's just pick the first 2.
Yeah.
Don't
hope
you have
that's
to
right.
all be there?
Oh, well, yeah. Would have to move twice.
Like the whole party has to be there with the glyph to do it?
Does
Oh
it
yes,
say that?
yeah.
I'm
the-
pretty
that
sure me
symbol
being
on the
dead
card-
doesn't prevent me from
No.
doesn't
Yeah.
prevent you from doing it.
Oh, I
Yeah, the
see, because
symbol
at the
on the card,
bottom,
you need a
I
glyph
see.
and all people. Yeah,
Okay.
so we're gonna
you
pick
can't
the middle.
split up though is the thing. Yeah.
Right.
Sure.
You're making headway in the tunnel when spikes burst from the walls on both sides, then retract.
Yikes. There's a trap. Hold on,
each
man. I'm a
player-
ranger. We don't have a thief. Never mind. Thieves and rogues are.
Oh god,
Yeah.
they're coming! Ow, this is spiky. Okay, each player places a stack of 2 shields in front of themselves
Hmm.
and has to do an agility test. Note that each agent stuck in the trap must succeed at the test individually. Then we take the yellow 1 token.
They have to be 3 skull shields?
2 skull shields.
Oh, 2. Okay.
I'm just gonna, even though I have to put it in front of myself, I'm just gonna put it right there.
So if you hover your hand over a bag and press the number 2, it'll just put 2 skull shields into your hand.
Oh, that's cool. I did not
Yeah.
know that feature.
I'm trying to hover over it, and it's not giving me a prompt, so I'm glad you found
You
it.
don't-
I haven't.
It doesn't give you a prompt. It's just a tabletop simulator feature.
Yeah.
You just press the
As you
number
have your
2.
hand over it, just press 2.
Oh, press the number 2. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so I only have 2 agility, so I will roll first to see how I do.
I only have 2 as
I got it.
Hey!
Wow.
I'm small.
I will roll next, because I have 2 agility as well.
Oh boy, that was close, huh?
Oh boy. Whoops.
Yay!
Yeah, I got 2.
Watch this.
Did you get
I'm gonna
her
get
too
like.
or not?
She got 2 right there.
I got 2,
Nice.
but I got a skull, so I don't know what that means.
That's 3
No,
totals.
nothing.
They're just 1. Never mind, because you cleared 2 of them. You're fine.
Watch this. I'm gonna get like a Yahtzee of skulls because I have 5 agility. I'm probably gonna be the one who fails. Here we go. The ranger is going through, dodging the spikes. Let's see. Exactly
barely
2.
did it.
Wow.
All right.
Overconfident, but I made it.
All right, then we take the yellow 1 token. So we can choose if we'd like to. So we spend a time to. We spent a time now to do that
Yeah.
roll.
Mm-hmm.
Or did we just spend a time to?
We
Sorry,
did.
was this moved? Because I think we
No,
entered at
you
11,
didn't
right?
spend the time yet. You don't spend the time yet.
Okay, so we came into this location at 10.
Yep.
Yeah.
10 time units. Okay. So yeah, that's our time unit. So now if we want to move to any of these other glyph ones,
Do
or
want
we can
to,
move to this,
guys?
or we can move to this.
Do we keep these
Thank you.
tokens between episodes,
No.
like between things?
No.
Why
No,
wouldn't
not
you
unless the
move
game-
on to find out what's at the
Yeah,
end of this
so
tunnel?
I'm gonna go-
Like, you don't know
let's go
whether
to-
it was
Yeah.
worthwhile to try it unless you check it out.
Yeah.
All right, so that was our
Besides,
action.
I think
So that means that Miriam comes back.
No, we were on 10. You moved, that brought it down to 9. You don't need to move it down twice.
Well, yeah, sorry, I
Or rather,
needed to
you
move
moved
it
from
out of
9
the way.
down to 8, I mean. So I'm on
No,
7.
I went
so
from 10 to 9. No, you were on.
You were on
Really?
8.
You
weren't
look like you were on.
I
Oh,
thought
maybe
you were
it was
on
8. I know I was like 1 away. So if you don't move the time token
Right.
down to
So
8.
if we entered on 10, we spent
Mhm.
one time
We did.
unit to
Yep.
to do the roll to escape the trap. Then we're spending
Yep.
another time unit to move to this card, which means that by doing so, you return.
Oh, I didn't realize you had to spend another time unit to do the roll on the card.
The action, well, yeah, it's your action. You spend a time unit to either do an action, roll, move, or do nothing.
Okay.
So
All right. So yeah, I'm shunted back into this
That's a
body. Who, like
spider!
suddenly,
Miriam, welcome
suddenly
back.
Miriam like
Ah,
stands
there's
up.
a spider!
it?
Oh, I'm here. Oh, I made it back. I just. Oh, hello. I just made it out of the time vortex. How we? Is this still the first try? Are we still moving?
You know-
spider!
Ah!
You end up in a round room, which turns out to have no exits. As you're retracing your steps, an enormous spider descends from the ceiling and bars your way. Special: if the spider removes at least one heart from an agent, that agent becomes poisoned. With each movement, the agent will lose another heart. To counteract the
Jesus.
poison, you can use an antidote.
Which we did find.
Oh, that's bad.
Upon seeing the spider, Zelda is going to pull out her sword. Where I don't know where I put my sword.
I think
here. I pull out my sword. But I think if our alchemist has something, that would be nice before I attack.
It's 4 it's 4 skulls. You're fine. Come on.
All right, I'm gonna stab this thing in the face through its jaw. Eh. Look out.
God, just right click and
Or-
roll.
He's dead. Isilda sees an opportunity and she runs for it, and as it rears up to poke its fangs into her soft flesh, she jabs her broadsword right up into its roof of its mouth, into its skull, and then she yanks it out. And she flings the blood off her blade and sheathes it and turns to the group that that I imagine weren't too fond of seeing a spider, so...
Mm-hmm.
Welcome back, Miriam.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it's Miriam, right?
You were
Miriam.
dead. Where have you come from?
Miriam. Miriam is my name. That's right. I am Miriam. Why was I was in this place. I was another person.
Indeed, your
I
faith must
died.
be powerful. If
The
you're
Time Lords have returned me.
It seems that your Time Lords are wrong about having your time of death.
What? Don't speak such blasphemy. I was wrong. I misinterpreted the signs. It was not
Just
not
be-
my time.
Just be thankful I carried your body. You would have been left in that house.
Yes, well, it's quite lucky you had the forethought to do so. You must have been guided by the lords themselves.
It's more of I wanted to bury a friend when I got back to the city.
Oh, that's silly. Just leave me where I lay if I fall again, I suppose. Well, unless I come back. Yes, I suppose it's important now. Don't bury me then. Oh, yes, certainly don't bury me. Just, I shall have to work that into my will. Give me a moment. Digs out some parchments from her backpack and starts updating her will.
Minus
No
that,
burial.
we
There.
are past where the glyphs have taken us. I suggest
Yes.
we move on further.
I
Way ahead of
think
ya.
took a wrong turn.
So here's the deal. We entered on time unit 8, and then for time unit 7, she attacked. Paladin attacked. So everyone else's action is to move, but we can't flip this card until we have you. So that's
Sorry.
another time unit. No, not your fault. You need that spider killed.
Yeah, we didn't have another choice.
You're making some headway into the tunnel and end up facing a closed grate. To continue, you'll probably need the help of the entire group. This must be removed in a single time unit. So 4 shields. 4 whites.
I got this, guys.
And then if we pass this test, we claim this token. The black 3.
Allow me. I am quite agile.
Well, let's see you do it then.
3? I can't roll for shit.
I think you need a little help there. I'll step in and give it a push. It's so heavy.
Don't pull a
All
muscle.
right. Up to me. Wait, I think I can squeeze through here. Hold on. Oh, God.
Just squeeze in and push up with your legs. Lift with the legs.
Got it. Nice. All right. So now we want to spend our time unit. Okay, so we have 5 time units left
All
to
right.
move here. Having barely recovered your emotions, you walk for some time down a corridor and finally end up in a room with no
Oh,
exit
there's my
other than
fear.
a well
I
full of
misplaced it.
water. You'll have to swim. Each agent must succeed at the test individually by placing these shields in front of them or take a potion of water breathing.
Which we have one. So, I think there's 3 of us that have the same agility.
Yeah. So you should definitely give
I
it to
only
me.
Yeah, I have an agility of 2.
I have also an agility of 2.
What a conundrum.
So who's going to take it? I say the person
My
who
bottle,
bought the
drink
potion.
it.
Yeah, I was gonna say the person who bought it should drink it. So
Well, good. I'm glad we
Can you do-
agree. And I
Can you do?
just like
Can you do?
nose dive into the well.
Can you do a potion assist, or is that?
Oh yeah, no, you're right. I
Is that only
can.
for combat?
No, alchemy. I can spend a blue for 2. If I get 2 or more successes, I regenerate a potion that's previously been used and immediately recover the potion card. All right.
yeah,
I have
Sounds like a
3
good
agility,
base.
so I think you better help out our paladin.
Yeah, that's right. All
Of course,
right.
I have a tendency to roll
I
nothing
have-
but skulls, so.
I have heavy
All right.
armor.
Here we go. My magic test. I only got 1 success. Sorry. It's not. It didn't work. Oh well. Into the well I go.
All right, so you make it.
Yep.
You guys are the worst. Stop trying to roll dice off the
I'm
there's
sorry,
a huge area
I'm sorry.
where the dice are. That's where you roll them. Right click and
That's
roll.
where his camera is focused, so
Oh!
the audience at home
Oh!
can see.
I finally redeemed myself. I swim all the way through without even using extra time.
Nice.
4. All right, let's see how the paladin and the
Stop it.
ranger do.
I'm trying to grab 2, and you keep putting a die there. Oh my god! Hold on, let me actually roll it. There we go.
Hey,
2.
not bad. We're gonna waste a time unit, but
All right.
we're halfway there.
Yeah, we lost the time.
I moved it.
All right, I'm gonna go. Hopefully I can get 2. I haven't rolled great on my 5 agility. I did it. Almost. Nope. I used a time unit also.
Oh.
Hold on. Is there a
Good.
paladin thing
It
that
was
lets you re-roll a die, or
Oh,
is it
yeah, there,
just the
yeah.
paladin that can re-roll dice?
Oh yeah. Hold on.
Paladin, why
let
don't
me
you
Okay.
re-roll one of your dice?
Totally forgot about that. I got another success, so that takes off all my shields.
It takes off the 3rd out of 4, unfortunately.
There was 4 or
Yeah,
3 shields.
Yeah, there's the
There's
last
3
shield
white
that has a
shields
time
and 1
signal
black
on
shield.
it.
Okay. Okay.
So after that,
Alright.
I guess now we take another
So we're
action.
gonna take. Yeah. So you 2 are taking another test. So that puts us
Yep.
at 2 time units.
Jesus, guys.
Coming down to the wire.
Whew.
Hey!
All right.
Bobby, it's up to you.
Yahtzee. No.
Hey!
This
Hey, it is a
Yours
Yahtzee.
your
It is, yeah.
Nice.
It's a good Yahtzee. All right.
All right.
Take item 20.
So then take item 20. Yep.
What is it?
A
Whoa, what the fuck?
convector. Between 2 rocks, you find a portable convector. It's in rather bad shape, no doubt the result of a prolonged bath. It can, however, be used one last time. You instantly add 25 time units to your current level. Then the
Whoa.
That's so cool.
Then the convector gives a final shudder. Roll 4 dice. Each success grants us an additional time unit. Discard this card
Nice.
after use, and then head to location 9.
This
Who
is a
wants to use
strange
that?
device.
It certainly is unique.
Ooh, apparently we also get a spinny spin.
We do get a spinning.
Heyo, Radio Free Supplies. Bing, 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 bing.
Spin the wheel and let's go to location 9 as it's doing that.
Wait. We gotta roll 4 dice though.
I'll do
yeah,
it.
that too. Somebody roll the 4 dice. Somebody set the location.
I'll
And
roll
something from
a
the
4
wheel.
then.
All right. Do it.
I'm moving him towards the camera. Don't you worry your little head.
Up. Two
Ew,
extra,
sorry,
so we
guys.
get 27 total time units.
Nice.
Wow, that was
So
huge.
that puts us at 29. Yes.
Spin the
nice.
wheel. Oh, it's happening. Here we go. The wheel is spun, and we have choose next explore. So,
Well,
Well, location 9 is chosen for us.
yeah.
Right.
So
Maybe
I
we should
think
respin.
So we'll have to find out where we go next.
Why don't we respin?
either a respin.
Yeah, respin.
Okay.
Because otherwise we're banking it for a long time and we'll forget it.
Mhm.
well, that or like if we did choose that, and if somebody really
Choose
wanted to fuck
next
us over, they could make us go to
explore.
another location. And that would take
Again?
us time.
Yeah, we got it twice. Let's do it again if you don't want that one.
Just keep it
just
going.
not
It's not
really
applicable.
Next,
Yeah.
you won flashback. So,
Oh.
That's fun.
Ooh.
Radio Free Supplies, you have to pick someone to have a flashback. And
Yeah, it's true.
and then that happens, yeah.
Yeah, so who do you want to have a flashback?
So we'll let you decide that while we move on to a thing. Oh, it says Paige can do a
Oh, okay.
flashbacky thing.
Okay.
The Paige, the paladin.
I have one. I just want to see what location 9 is first.
Okay.
All right.
Ooh, it's pretty.
It's the castle.
It is. Is that it? Or are you still looking?
No, he's got to search.
There should
I'll
be.
do my flashback then.
Yeah, while we're doing that, go for it.
I don't know how we're walking to this place. Maybe it'll describe it, but I'll just.
We got here
Looks
through
like we're
convector.
swipping.
Oh yeah. Okay. As the convector combusts and swirls and lights, consuming the team, Elzia, I keep wanting to say Isilda, Elzia, suddenly has this memory of joining up with the temple that she is with, and she remembers how much she was alone in that situation and wanted to help out others and do her best, and they stuck her in the cleric unit. And unsatisfied, she was doing more of what she could to get higher up in the ranks as a paladin. And now that she is one, this moment in time really pushed her forward to keep going. And after seeing one of her closest friends revive from the dead, now she knows more than ever that this is what she was meant to do. As they appear in a location or in water or wherever they are currently, Isilda just looks at her team and nods, knowing that she did the right thing. Is that good? Do you want me to keep going?
No, that works.
It's up to
Works
you.
for me.
Are you okay, Eliza Dushku?
Yes. I was just having a moment. It felt like yesterday I was training to be this way. And here we are.
A vision of the past. Many people think of our order as being concerned with seeing the future, but understanding the past is just as important. For all moments are threads in the tapestry of time.
Indeed. Past can be dangerous. I tend to leave it behind. But it is
Wise
good
words.
to relearn from it.
Wise words indeed. I see the teachings of the goddess perhaps do have some merit.
As you emerge from a well located in the castle's courtyard, wary, you listen carefully before stepping onto the cobblestones. Not the slightest living soul is around. You're engulfed by a mysterious fog that envelops the surrounding area, but then you see with great difficulty 3 buildings located at the foot of the misty curtain. Your eyes are getting acclimated, ever so slowly. Multicolored bolts tint the fog toward the back of the castle, allowing you to see violent electrical arcs from high above. Suddenly, you hear a strident whistle above your heads. The air seems to stick, then gel. You faintly discern the face of Bob in an energy bubble.
Bob!
As when you're in the base, we're going to read cards B to E in order.
All right.
Agents, this communication... Oh, sorry, you're Bob. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
Agents, this communication won't last for long, so listen to me carefully. You're about to enter a field of faults. Those damned cyans are crazy. There's way too many of them at the same time. Nonetheless, this also allows us to intervene without them noticing.
We've been able to take advantage of all this energy to generate a temporal loop that should help you on your mission. As soon as I'm done with this message, I'll create an intermediate time log for you. This way, you'll be able to come back to this geotemporal coordinates if your adventure goes sideways.
So from here on, be careful. The first go at the tower. Good luck.
I love how every single time we play Time Stories, Bob always says, "Do not do this," and then he gets cut off.
Yeah. Whoa, what's going on?
What
Agent
was
Oz
this
is
vision we
confused.
saw?
Yeah, Agent Page is kind of confused as well.
Keep in place the item cards and mission cards. Return to the box all of the board's other cards, as well as those discarded so far.
What are the other cards?
All of these, basically. Like all of these other locations.
Oh, we used our glyphs, by the way. Do we get to keep these?
Basically done with them.
They're item cards.
Yeah?
All right, I'll
Yeah,
hold
we
on
keep
to
all
it.
the item cards and all the mission cards.
All item and mission cards stay. Yep, everything else goes.
Okay. Open the mystery deck and place it face down on the deck. So all of this stuff is going to be put aside, basically.
It's the mystery deck.
Place the 4 plan cards on the top of the deck in the usual place. So here we go. So this is the mystery deck.
It says mystery.
It does.
All
Wow,
right.
this is interesting.
Yeah, it is. I was expecting like an ending because we were getting so close, and then it was like, "Here's more time," and I was like, "Oh, geez, this is gonna be long, isn't it?"
It could never be the end. We haven't encountered those damned dastardly scions yet. Scions.
Damn dastardly bastardly science.
Yeah.
Place the 8 vortex cards face down on Codex 1.
So if I'm reading this correctly, if we fail, we come back to this point?
Yes.
Okay.
Do we get to keep all our weapons and stuff?
Yep.
Sweet.
Well,
We should have bought more
fudge!
shit. Yeah.
I wanted that goddamn bow.
Aw.
Place the 10 encounter cards on Codex 2. So we got 1, 2.
Yeah, I
3.
think we should have gone to the Castle Plaza because that's where we didn't go, and I feel like that's where I could have sold those underwear.
It got
'Cause
me
I'm
a
just holding
bow.
on to them now. I guess if I wash them really good, I could use them.
At least our paladin has the master sword.
Yeah, that's true.
Discover card E and place it on Codex 3.
I can
Card
whip some
E.
butt with that.
Oh, like this one over here.
Huh.
All right. So let's see. Time log. On the time log, note down using a pencil the amount of current time units, the amount of life remaining for each player, the ingredients and gold in our possession.
All right, hold on.
I don't know if you can you write on this stuff?
I'm about
No,
to check.
just use,
Tabletop Simulator?
just
I
use
got
your
you.
own.
I got
paper
you
and
guys.
stuff.
I
You
got
can.
you guys. I
Page,
got this.
yes, take notes. All right, so.
Oh, yeah.
No, but
Oh yeah, no, there is a pencil.
But you can. You can. Look. Did that work? No, it didn't work.
No, you have to
I
maybe.
got
like,
you
put it
guys.
on
Don't
the-
worry.
Anyway, yeah, Paige takes copious notes. All right, so time units remaining.
true.
29 time units. So every time we come in here, we have 29 time units. The amount of health remaining for each player. I have 3.
Okay, hold on. I have 6 out of 6.
Pull up.
The Alchemist. You have 3 out of 3, Oz?
Yep.
Oh. You have very little health.
I had 4, and then I forgot to get healed. Yeah.
Oh, I
Yeah,
know
we
whatever.
kept forgetting to heal. I only have 4 out of 6.
Oh, I think Miriam died before I could
Yeah,
get healed.
yeah,
I
everybody
haven't
got
had much
hurt.
running around time with you guys. I think I had one chance that I didn't realize I needed to take, but oh well.
Alright, and then
I've still
we
got all the
don't
herbs.
have gold. And then our
Yeah, nobody has gold.
priestess, what's your health? You're at full now, right? What's your health?
Me, full health. Yep.
What is it? Like 6 out of
4.
6? 4 out of 4,
Yep.
okay.
Right.
And then
I have
our
one-
ranger. What's your health,
Okay.
ranger?
4 out of 6.
Okay.
All right, and then
Continue, Oz.
ingredients in our possession. I have 1 brown. That's it.
Wow. We're in a pretty crappy place here.
Yeah, we're gonna
Sitting
be
at 4 greens, so I got lots of healing.
nice.
And a Gertrude.
All right, and then let's see. But it doesn't
I
say
feel
the
like we could
items
just
that we
keep
have
our-
in our possession, though.
I was gonna say
It just says ingredients and gold.
I feel like we should keep our items just because that makes
It
sense.
does say to keep our items. It just doesn't say to record them on that sheet.
Right.
Well,
From now on,
we know what we have.
well, yeah. So from now on, place on the time log all of the items, neutral cards, or cards that you spend or lose. Oh, that's how this works. So whenever we use an item or any tokens or whatever, we place them on this time log card
And then we get them
Okay.
back.
so that we can get them back. Exactly. Choose an
Makes
area of the castle and place the group token on it. So on the plan, we have guard room, archives, library, and banquet hall.
I think we should go to the guard room only because it makes sense logically because it looks like it's near the water.
It also looks like a tower, and Bob said he was saying something about a tower when he was being cut off. That might have been good or bad.
It's true.
I feel like he was saying, "Don't go to the tower."
Right. Yeah.
Right? I just chose
To
it
the
because I feel like
tower.
that would make logical sense.
Then continue the game normally. Location change, location opening, time units, etc. In case the mission fails, you have 2 options. You restart the. Oh, wait. Who's moving these? Okay.
I mean,
Restart the mission from scratch, possibly changing receptacles so that perhaps you arrive better prepared at the castle. Or restart your mission here with the same receptacles. Recreate the setup as indicated on card C, recover your life points, your ingredients, potions, time units, etc. If you restart from the castle's courtyard, you must return all of the items bearing the red symbol to their original place. And reboot. So basically we can choose to either
okay.
restart here or have to go all the way back to the beginning.
Okay.
I feel like if we do that, we're gonna if we restart from the beginning, which I think is the best bet because I feel we are very unprepared. But if we end up having that option, we might have to do a part 2 because it's almost.
I think we're already.
We
at the
are
point
gonna
of
have
We're
to do a
already
part
at part
2.
2, yeah.
Yeah. Should we stop it here then? This is a good place to stop.
I almost want to take a few turns and see what we can do with our first couple actions in this, but I don't know how long it's going to take, right? It might
Sure.
be better to just leave this as a good cutting off point.
I mean, I think it
Up to
is.
you.
Or we might fail quickly and Next time will be a good starting point.
Why don't we, since we already entered this guard room, let's see what's up.
Yeah,
We'll do this one location, and then we'll.
The show's
to
normally
tease what
slated
this
to
castle
stop
looks
at 12:30, so.
All right.
All right.
Oh, so we got like a half hour. So
Yeah.
we're good.
You cross the paved courtyard, always on your guard. The door to the building is open a crack. A deep and continuous sound is coming from it, a sound resembling that of a machine very far off from the technological rank of this planet. You push the door open. The area is filled with steam that almost burns your face. The guard room holds an important machine made up of countless pistons and gears. At the back of the room, you notice bars of pure energy, which are evidently impassable. In the middle of the vapor, a robot armed to its teeth is coming closer to you. Its posture leaves little doubt to its intentions.
Oh my God! Why did they put teeth on those arms? Why would they even give teeth to a robot?
Oh, an automaton!
Things are coming back to me. Flashes of understanding and confusion.
Don't flip! Oh wait, yeah, we can't do anything, right? Never mind.
Well,
This
we
is
can-
the one location we could be at.
Yeah.
Why?
No, we
Correct,
can go
correct.
here.
You're right,
can't
you're right,
we?
you're right. No, we can't. We don't have
Am
that
I not
token.
looking at this right? Oh, I'm not looking at that right. Okay, yeah, so we have
You're
to
right.
be.
Yeah, sorry. Cliff was right. Sorry. Okay. The robot approaches.
Access forbidden. Password. Access forbidden. Password.
From the looks of the cannons pointed at each of you, giving it anything but a password would be pure folly. If you have the
Yeah.
pink token, immediately reveal the black card.
Well, we have neither, so.
Well, that
Bye.
ends this.
This
That
went
ends this
powerless shit.
location.
Oh, maybe we could do another one then, since we have the other half hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. All right.
I
So
moved it down one already, and now I rolled 2 on our time.
haven't done any
priestess dice.
okay, perfect.
So where are we going?
Archives?
That's what Bob was trying to tell us. Don't go there first.
The archives?
Thanks,
Or the
Bob. No,
tower?
to the guard room.
Oh.
He just led
Yeah.
us right there by trying to tell us not to go there first.
Well, he shouldn't have gotten cut off.
Bob is really crappy at his job.
Yeah, he is. Other agents, don't tell him we said that.
Hold on.
Take your time.
I'll do this so that you guys don't get any spoilers that you shouldn't be getting. All right, so archives, you said?
Yes.
Seems like a likely place to find a password.
Oh, there's some dudes. Oh, that looks suspicious.
Mm. As you enter this location, a memory surges. Training during which you were taught, using holographic screens, the various types of temporal faults. While observing the one occupying the center of the room, Bob's words come to mind.
If one day you see this type of fault, know that they are tunnels. Paths directly tied to a specific space-time. They are differentiated by their blue halo. Don't worry about these. Always look for the main fault.
You're pulled from your daydreaming by the call of small creatures with glassy eyes on your left. In the back of the room, a column of people turn their gaze toward an immense monolith.
This is in the archives? Weird.
Yep.
Did not picture this. I'm gonna go talk to these dudes.
I shall investigate the well.
I'll go to the monolith.
I'll
It's
also
tall.
check out the well.
Good. That puts you in a good position to shoot people if they're attacked from either side.
what I was thinking.
All right, who wants to do this like Payat Pre looking guy?
Ah, you're just in time. His Majesty needs a tome from the library as quickly as possible to fix a slight disruption of the vault, which perturbs the rhythm of arrival of the subjects. But we're stuck here, as we have to regulate the flow of new arrivals. Here's delivery form 27B6. Required to pass by that simpleton. Piat.
Take item 16.
All right.
I think he just gave us the password. Is it the password?
Where are the items?
I threw them off the table.
God damn it, Cliff.
And said to throw all of them away. Maybe not those ones.
But not like literally. We needed those. There you are.
It said to put them back in the box. I figured throwing off the table would make sense, but oh well.
What do we
you
do
need
now?
You want item 16. No, they're all here.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Thank you.
There it is.
Ooh. From this form, 27B6, recovered from the castle's archives, it allows you to obtain, oh god,
Xianyi.
Xianyi's iconographic?
Iconographic.
Study on the Splendor Soils.
Soulless.
Thank you. You should have read this. This scroll straight up looks like skin with a tattoo.
Yeah. The Splendor Solis.
Right.
All right. Over here. You approach closer to the fault. Nearly translucent beings are coming out of it. Once materialized, they continue on their way as if lobotomized towards the monolith that stands at the back of the room.
That's
Well, that was a waste.
well.
Standing in front of you is a stone monolith. The beings issued from the fault stand in a row. They coordinate their gestures and begin a common prayer by repeating the words written on the base of the monument. Prophecy of the Dragons 7553, Year of the Two Moons. The day of the oh god.
Yeah, I know, that's hard to
Can
read.
you tell what that says? I can't.
I can't.
I have the real card. This is why I have that's why I have
Day
these
of the
just in
Dragon
case.
Didn't something upgrade? Pray, pray, pray.
You've got to pray just to make it today. I can't believe I just quoted MC Hammer on a stream. Somebody don't
Got to
clip
pray.
that ever.
Pray.
Okay, here we
Okay,
go.
never mind. Bobby helped.
Pray.
So.
The day of the Dragon's awakening. I got it. Okay. The day of the Dragon's awakening. Fire will speak. Life will flicker. Only the stranger coming from another time will save us from disaster. Pray.
That's us.
Pray. Pray. On the ground, you notice an amulet. Take item 60.
It's a big number.
Okie doke. I'm on it. Oh, you got it.
Beat you
Yeah,
to
it's
it.
all right. It's for me. Let's see. A magic amulet. You've just found a powerful amulet. The ancient who owns this amulet can roll 2 extra magic dice, even if they don't normally use magic. Hey!
Ooh,
Nice.
Sweet.
Now I just need ingredients.
Yeah.
Which we don't have much of.
Right. Oh, jeez.
Well, maybe we can go to the banquet hall and find more.
Well.
Where are we supposed to take that form to?
No idea. Someone named.
Well, His Majesty needs a tome from the library, so
Yeah, so maybe we
Probably
need to give
to
it
the
to somebody in
library.
the library.
All right. So we want to go to the library?
I guess so. That's what these translucent people tell us to do.
I mean, yeah, unless you guys want to go to the banquet hall to find like ingredients and
We're going to the
any kind of
library.
ingredients or food.
Let's go to the library.
All right. So we are now at 23 time units. To the library. All right. Let me do it, Cliff, so you don't see anything.
To the
Okay.
library.
I finally got a handle on how to
Do
on how to
it.
do this. Very carefully.
There's a lot of people here. Oh, snap.
Is that a headless man? Or is he just a...
He's looking down,
Okay.
I think.
That's it. Once the door
it is
opens,
Headless Man. You were right.
yeah, no, straight up. Once the door opens, your gazes linger on a pattern of alternating black and white tiles that greet your first few steps. Raising your head, a true maze of catwalks and aisles covered in books reveals itself to your surprised eyes. Men are busy here, copying works and sorting scrolls. On the left, a headless man walks in a circle. Not far away, a man with a definitely anachronistic look makes wild gestures at you. And to the right, a man behind a writing desk nonchalantly raises his eyes towards you, looking curious.
Well, whoever's got that scroll should go to the writing desk. Nobody can go to that green one, though.
Right.
Location
So,
lead.
yeah, I was setting myself aside to join whoever wants me.
I'm staying in the middle. I'm staying clear of that headless man. He gives me the heebie-jeebies.
All right, I'll go take a look at the headless man. Don't know what you're so afraid of. Not like he's going to bite you.
I've never encountered a man with no head that I could trust.
You could just... Never mind.
I'll join you here just in case.
Just in case
All right.
that bureaucrat decides to...
All right, so, headless. Who wants to be the headless man?
The usages and customs have changed deeply since the crowning of the new king. Even if my face wasn't to his liking, I am and will remain the guarantor of royal tradition. The guests of His Majesty will receive a present worthy of their rank. But where is my head? Have you already introduced yourselves?
If you have the gray 4 token, we can take item 19, but we don't.
Instead, Myram sort of stands there and is poking above his neck.
It's just air.
Curious.
I love like headless ghosts and whatnot. It's awesome.
All right. Pardon my somewhat cavalier approach, and especially my attire, but I've been waiting for you. See, I'm a temporal smuggler. I've heard about your mission. It just so happens that one of my clients is ready to pay to recover the 3 glyphs that allowed you to get here. I'll trade them to you for a powerful relic. Then I'll leave directly for 20th century Earth before my receptacle is erased.
Excuse me, sir.
You can
You
just-
seem real sketchy. I'm leaving.
We also don't have all 3 glyphs.
Also, if the powerful relic is that BLT you're holding, then I'm going to pass.
Oh god, I hope it is.
So yeah, we can discard the 3 glyphs to take item 18, but we only have 2.
Oh, we only have 2, yeah. He doesn't stick out like a sore thumb with that outfit.
Who wants to be this dude? The library.
You must be the messengers tasked with carrying the Splendor Solis. Do you have Form 27B6? Without a form, you'll get nothing. Nothing. Don't insist. I can't be swayed. I let no one bother Siani without a very good reason.
You were like rivaling Roger Rabbit, and I loved it.
If you have this form, we reveal this card. But before we do, spin the wheel.
What?
Thank you, radio.
Matt is my good friend, and he is very generous. Thank you, sir. Spinning. Oh, you won Choose Next Explorer. It seems this wheel wants us to have someone choose our next explorer very
We
badly.
only have like 1 location to go to. No,
yeah, it's
skip.
irrelevant. Spin it again.
Why even spin the wheel? Let's just choose what the thing is going to.
And to be honest, like before, when we were putting the wheel together and coming up with ideas for it for the session, the rule was nothing that directly affects game mechanics. So therefore, this backs up that claim.
Well, nothing that is only game mechanics was my rule.
We
just avoided everything game mechanics. in our
We got
suggestions, I think.
you won receptacle blanks.
Ah, the good old receptacle blank. So you decide which of these people basically becomes their agent and loses all of their special abilities.
Do it, Suppless.
Their special receptacle abilities.
How
Oh, good.
long does that last?
Until the end of
Probably
this
for, like, a
location.
scene, right? Well, not this location. We'll say next location because we're probably not going to be here.
Sure, why not?
Yeah.
We'll just change all the rules. Just joking.
I mean, it does make sense if it's this location.
We'll make it up as we go. That's how this
Next
game
location. Well, because then it wouldn't be satisfying.
I'm just joking. Go with it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna roll the time.
I'm very
die
bad at that shit. Anyway,
Wait,
No, we're
man
not-
inspects
we're
your.
We're not leaving yet.
Never mind.
All right, the man inspects your form, satisfied, then leads you to a small, dimly lit back room. Cliff, do your voice.
Is this the same person? Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Why am I
Yeah.
being disturbed? I have no time to waste. His Majesty, Miss Milyasin, is awaiting my decision. My decision as to the last race that is destined to add to our ranks to vanquish the dragons. You're the messengers? Sorry. Here, take this tome and bring it to His Majesty. Ah, I was forgetting the password for the guard. I'm writing it on this scrap of parchment and placing it in the middle of the tome. Now, get out.
Take items 17 and 21. So His Majesty Milyafin is awaiting my decision as to the last race that is destined to add to our ranks to vanquish the dragons.
Jeez.
The password. It's the
Splendor
pink
of
thing.
Souls.
Nice.
Splendor
Place a token
Solace-
directly on this card. It's linked to the password. As long as you possess it, you have the token.
Okay. I'm grabbing it. The book,
Oh yeah, sorry, the
however,
Splendor Solis. Ooh, all right.
gives me magic. I would rather just. I'd feel more comfortable giving it to somebody who uses magic.
Makes sense.
Probably our priestess. I already have
So-
the +2 with
Yeah.
the amulet.
Yeah, I'll give it to the priestess then.
Oh, thank
You
you.
have within. All right, so you have within your hands. Oh, good. Got taken. You have within your hands. I have to be like this sideways. You have within your hands a gorgeous
Yeah, I know.
tome bearing a finely gilded title, the Splendor Solis. The interior is filled with enigmatic illustrations and long texts in a hard to decipher language. However, one page catches your eye. It relates the story from ages ago of space-time travel. These
Ooh.
travels were the scene of incessant battles between two races, the Scions on one side and the Eloi on the other. The Scions are said to be the creators of the temporal process later stolen by the Eloi. The agent who owns this tome can roll 2 additional magic dice even if they don't normally use magic.
Yay.
Well, I guess that makes us the Eloi.
Also, Oz, you're getting
Yeah, I'm getting blanked. Yeah, so I'll so like Agent Oz returns, like just kind of blinks in this teeny little halfling body, and he goes,
Mhm.
Oh, that's right. Wait. Wow, what's happening? And then the book.
Are you
like,
okay? Why are you talking so strangely?
Are you right?
Well, I think it must have something to do with this book. I just like pointing at it and like, this book. Yeah.
Did you take one of
those
your
names.
potions and it went horribly wrong or something? Are you
Must
okay?
be. Look, so yeah, they didn't tell. Huh. And like I'm starting to think
Okay.
about like the Scions, we were never told in our training that the Eloi, that we're the Eloi, nor that we took the Scions technology and they were the ones that created the stuff that puts us here in the first place.
Yeah.
Well, of course not. We are mortals. Why would we be told such things? You are speaking very strangely, little one.
Look, don't I'll just keep my mouth shut until my voice goes back to normal, huh?
Good idea.
If you're feeling different, let me know. I can heal you.
We have a password. Shall we go get past that automaton or return or investigate the banquet hall
I
first?
want to go to the banquet hall.
Sure,
While
let's
you're
go to the
there,
banquet hall.
While you're there, would you mind giving me a heal? Thanks.
Oh, yes, of course. I could take care of that for you.
I could also stand a heal eventually. I have 4 out of 6 things.
Oh, well, I mean, if that's the case. Yeah.
I think what I'll
She's probably
do
more-
then...
Well, you can heal a lot while we travel, right? You can cast how many spells you want.
I'm
right?
gonna
Yeah, she
do
could
something
spend 3 of them
silly.
if she wanted to.
and I'm going to risk 2 of them, because if I succeed at this and I get 2 successes on my heal spell, then I heal 1 or 2 agents for all their damage.
That sounds good.
Otherwise, if
no,
I
you can't do
succeed, I
that.
just heal 1 each.
You can't do
Why
that,
not?
though. You have to spend a blue to do the divine healing.
Oh, that's a
otherwise you
blue
can't
one.
cast
Never
it.
mind. Sorry. Yep, you're right. I can't. I need blue, not green.
Yeah,
All
the
right.
only thing you can do right now is minor heals.
I'll do 1 on each of you then. First,
Okay.
the halfling. And you are healed. Have faith in the Time Lords. They will return you to your previous state of healthy condition.
I think you take too much inspiration by that guy eating a sandwich.
And yeah, 6 more.
Oh wow, jeez.
And I cast
Awesome.
a spell and heal up the ranger for 1 point, and then turn to the paladin and says, "See, touching really isn't required."
I have to, however.
It's appreciated though.
Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yes,
All right.
I feel myself guided by this book. It is as if the Time Lords themselves are reaching through it to guide me. Or perhaps it may even be the goddess of time. Turn to look over at
God,
the
this
paladin.
body is so useless. I'm looking down at myself. I'm like, I'm so useless right now.
Don't worry about it, Finnick. You've always been mostly useless. It doesn't
That's-
actually affect your value to us as a party member. We love you anyway.
Finnick, you have been very useful. Do not listen to her. If it wasn't for you, I don't know if I would have taken on that thing that I fought that I can't remember of that I killed.
That's
with your
fine.
help.
I feel useless now.
You shouldn't tell him not to listen to me. I'm trying to be encouraging.
Encouraging is telling him that he's doing well, not that he's being useless.
But I wouldn't want to misguide him into a falsehood.
It's not the point. He has to have faith within himself. If you push him down, he might not have that.
Faith in himself? What blasphemous ridiculousness is this? No, we must have faith in the lords of time and space.
Are you the one? Are they
The
the ones
gods.
that told you to eat breakfast today? No, you did that yourself. You need to understand that they can't do everything for you or us.
Of
If you feel
course
guided
not.
by them,
We can eat
go
our
ahead.
own breakfast. Don't be silly.
Exactly what I mean. You
Now,
have to
trust
have
me,
faith.
you're a paladin. Perhaps you should leave the thinking to the priestess, and I shall leave the slicing up of bits of people to yourself.
What does that mean? You're saying I can't read or think critically?
Not particularly well, I'm afraid.
Do you know what we do? Us paladins, we go out there, fight things, investigate, while you sit at home healing the people that come home from doing those things. I've had enough of you, and she'll walk off.
Oh, that's odd. She seems rather upset. Was it something I said? I turn over to the ranger.
Yeah, I don't know. Paladins can be really testy sometimes.
You're right. They're very impulsive.
You're not wrong.
Agent Oz looks at the situation and says, "I don't know. You're just a terrible person.
Why? That's
Like,
not
how do you,
very
like,
encouraging.
You have all of this ability to just like heal people. One would assume that you have some form of empathy, but man,
Oh no,
you just
there's no
completely
empathy
lack it.
required.
I don't know
whatsoever.
how you possibly have these powers in the first place.
The lords of time grant them to me through my great study and devotion. Empathy is a thing to be avoided. It will cloud your judgment. I don't take your words harshly, though. I do know that Words from someone with so little understanding of reality and the great mysteries of the cosmos couldn't possibly understand the context of any real situation. It's not your fault.
All right, well, I'm going to go over there where I will be less annoyed.
Yeah.
Okay.
See if you
Very
can whip.
good.
See if you can whip up a potion. It'll fix your voice. You're freaking me out.
It does sound rather odd, doesn't it? And such a presumptuous attitude. Ugh. I don't recall
I
having
don't know
that
what's.
before.
I don't know what's gotten into everybody all of a sudden.
Well,
the Ranger's just kind of standing there like, you guys are fucking freaks.
I have noticed that engaging in spiritual debates does tend to agitate others. I've
Listen.
never quite figured out why. I think it's just the complexity of the mysteries just overloads their small minds.
I don't know. You'd think, Myram, that they have forgotten the fact that you literally came back from the dead, and they'd have a little bit more respect for that.
Yes, well, yeah, what can you expect? It's not really their fault that they don't have the cognitive capabilities to truly grasp the reality in which they live.
Yeah, it's sad, really. I sympathize.
Yeah,
Agent Oz will approach the paladin and say, you know, I know this means a lot to you to like be righteous and stuff, but if it makes you feel any better, none of this is going to matter soon.
It doesn't.
Good talk.
Are you suggesting that we will all die?
No, just more like, well, I guess it would matter to you, sort of, after we're done.
Done with...
Yeah, you know what? It's fine. You know what? Keep doing what you're doing. You're doing great. You keep slashing things.
Okay, good talk. Are you sure you're feeling all right, Fennec?
I don't know. I just want to go home.
That makes two of us. And she'll pat him on the shoulder as much as she can.
All right. So we time unit, time captain, time priestess.
Oh, yes. 2.
All right. That
2
puts us
time
at
units.
That puts us at 19 time units. Time to go to the banquet. All right. Once you've entered this building, you cannot miss the surprising contrast between the constant clacking of your footsteps on the pavement of the courtyard and the nearly suffocating quiet of this room. You're in the castle's banquet hall. Chandeliers, candlesticks, and set tables. Everything leads you to believe a celebration is being prepared. Under the arcades on the left and the right, the walls are decorated with paintings portraying the royal family. In the center of the room, tables overflowing with victuals seem to await guests. Agent Oz goes, "Oh, I love food. I love trying out new stuff.
I think I might stay where I'm
Better than
at.
that space paste."
Yes.
We'll take a look at this side.
I'm going to investigate the middle part. Walk straight towards that chair up there.
Oh, well.
All right.
Hey, ahead.
All right. So, for priestess, you arrive under the arcade where the paintings of the kingdom's various crowned heads are displayed. Suddenly, the pigments mix, the colors tarnish, and each painting empties to free a royal ghost.
Whoa.
4 skull shields fight.
And only with magic?
Yeah, which is
Only
actually
with
pretty good
magic.
for me. Especially since I have this book.
Well, good luck.
Do you want me to roll now or keep going?
Because we can take our turns in an order that'll be better for us.
Okay.
All right. At the feast, so I'm with the ranger.
Yeah.
No, I'm with the. No,
You're with the ranger?
I'm with the ranger. Yes. All right, so we approach the tables when two ghostly silhouettes appear with surprising celerity. Who wants to do the ghosts?
I'll do it.
You want something. This dish was prepared according to the ancient recipe. Have a taste.
Whoever decides to have a taste, and only them, immediately reveals that card.
Yes, I will taste.
I was gonna say, I think you guys will both taste.
Oh man, no fair.
I pick it up. You know, I'm a ranger, so I'm familiar with investigating herbs and plant life and whatnot. So I take it and I rub it between my fingers, smell it, taste it.
The dishes are actually succulent. You instantly regain all of your health.
Fuck yeah!
We didn't have to heal. That's why I was like, we should go to the banquet hall because they might have stuff for healing.
Unfortunately, as soon as you move away from the table, the food disappears from your hands, making it impossible to bring it with you.
Oh.
Magic, 2 successes, something like. Okay, let's see. You're also under the effect of a slight secondary effect. You are now mute. The players who have eaten can no longer speak a word until an agent who can use magic heals them by getting at least 2 successes on a magic test. Alternatively, you will recover the use of speech after losing 1 health during combat.
Oh, that won't take long.
So how was it? Was it tasty? Uh-huh. What how would you describe the flavor?
So you can eat as well, just so you know, by the way. I mean, like, whoever decides to have a taste, and only them, not the one person who decides to have a taste. So you could eat too if you wanted to. I think you said you were going to, so maybe you were at the same time.
Yeah.
You're both.
Oh yeah, I totally was. I totally was. Yeah, well, yeah, so I see his reaction, I'm like,
So I think with the mute thing, since this is a role-playing show, like, you could describe your character's actions through narration.
Yeah.
But that's the only way you can talk,
Absolutely.
including out of character.
Yep.
Except for the direct tech-related stuff of the show.
Yeah,
How does that
totally.
sound?
Yep.
Okay. So
All right.
Bobby and Oz can only talk by describing their character's actions right now.
Till they get healed.
On the shelves, you spot a glass bell under which lies a head. As you approach, its mouth opens, and you perceive a few muffled words. Who wants to be the head?
Well, it should be Bobby because he was the headless guy. That would make sense, right?
Who shall I announce? I can't hear anything louder, and on your knees in front of His Majesty.
You obtain the Gray 4 token as long as all receptacles come to this card and speak their name loudly and clearly,
Oh
a knee to the
my
ground.
God.
Yeah, I'm not doing that shit.
Well, you
I
can't
might.
because you're in the middle of a ghost
Right.
fight.
Because
Yeah.
I'm fighting ghosts.
God damn it, guys.
Oh my! You look dead. You should probably go rest in peace. Give me a moment here. I'll perform some last rites for you.
I love how this
Let's
game's
see.
about consequences. Like, oh, now you learn from your mistakes, fucker. Like,
I wiped them out, but after wiping them out, there are still 3 skulls on the dice. Does that mean I'm hurt as well, or because I wiped them
I
out
don't-
before, then I don't get hurt?
Correct. Yeah, I think if you
You're fine.
if you kill them, you don't have to deal with it. I'll double check, but I think you're fine.
Ah, there you go. That's much better, says she, sort of dusts off her hands, and the ghosts go basically screaming, being dragged down through a portal that opens up to the underworld from the floor. Like strange dark tentacles are reaching out and pulling it down. Rest in peace.
And yet,
I don't think you're a good cleric.
Oh no, I'm neutral.
Hmm.
Good is far too has too much of an agenda.
Hmm.
I confirmed in the rules. Yes, if there are no skulls left on the test, then you don't have to worry about skulls on your roll.
Okay, yay! I'm not hurt.
All right.
Well, I've already paid my dues. I died from poison earlier tonight.
So Finnick, so Finnick is just kind of Finnick would, if he was Finnick, poke around and cast some magic, but he's Agent Oz.
Mm-hmm.
Agent Oz can't do shit. So he's just like,
I think, yeah, as
shrug.
God damn it.
Well, this has been a lovely diversion. Why don't we return to the guardhouse now that we have the password?
There is the head over here, though. I think if we give that back to the person that was walking around headless, we might be able to get something out of it. He seems to be in the idea that he's a king. He wants us to kneel and speak our names. I think that's simply easy enough to do, but we all have to do it.
I have a sense that perhaps we do have the time to spare should we choose to follow that course of action. I'll agree with you on this. I think it sounds wise.
What do you two think? And she'll turn to the other two.
You just see Oz is like waving his arms. He's like trying to scream at you, and you don't hear it. It's like,
oh no, he's under some sort of magical assault. Here, let me help him. I'm going to move over. Spending my time unit to attempt to do my magic to heal him, I guess, since you're acting like you're all distraught.
oh yeah. So there would have been a time unit. Sorry, a time unit for you to do your combat, and then we would spend our time unit then to move to the head, I guess. And then so on this time unit, you would move to the head.
And then someone else can take the action with that, so we don't waste another time unit to get the token.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we have to... I mean, are you going to heal them both? Because if you heal them both, then I won't have to use lay on hands to heal them, which would take a time unit.
I'm not doing a healing normal thing. I'm just doing a magic roll to see if I can get 2 hits to see if I can dispel the magic.
Oh, okay. Right? I'm sorry.
It's not an actual normal spell. It's just a magic test.
Wait, can Fennec do that? Because since he can't... Well, yeah, you're Oz. You're right.
Because I'm Agent Oz.
All right, so I just cast it on Fennec. I'm not casting it on the ranger because he's normally kind of quiet anyway, and he hasn't been waving his arms around like he's like joking or something.
The ranger. She's been kind of talking and trying to like, not panicking, but trying to explain something with lots of hand gestures and pointing at the head and doing this and.
You know, in that case, I'm gonna cast on the ranger first because the ranger seems more level-headed. There we go. Oof. Oh, it's a curse. Let me undo this. And I read a passage from the book in an unusual language, and there's blue energy flies out and suddenly just pours into your mouth with sudden apparent force. And you talk again. There we go. How was that? Can you speak? There, let it all out.
Yeah, that was mildly disturbing for a little while. So why? First of all, the king is trying to. This is not a king. He says he wants to. Who should he announce to the king?
Oh yeah.
So let me clear that up.
Oh my, you've been saving up, haven't you? Let it all out.
And then secondly, yeah, sure. I guess we should talk to him. We both ate the food. The food tastes real good. It makes you feel real good, but it makes you can't talk. This guy over here, I know we didn't like his voice, but we might need his voice.
You two are so insulting. And I will use lay on hands and heal Fennec.
You'll have to cast a magic. You have to use your magic dice and get 2 hits.
No, I can heal them. Isn't that one of those things?
This is a spell. It's not damage. It's a spell that requires 2 hits on a magic roll to cure.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a healing
Wasn't
thing.
there one thing where it was like...
Yeah, it says alternatively or you'll cut...
Yeah, if you stab him...
Yeah, you'd have to...
If you stab him, that would be...
That's fair.
That would do it.
That's true. It is just a magic test.
You did just get fully healed, so... Yeah. I don't think there are rules for stabbing him, actually.
Yeah.
No, I was going to say I could slap him across the face, but I mean... That's unless if we
You know,
wanted
do you
to
think it's
allow
worth taking the extra time to hear the words from this one? I
Well,
I think
do.
perhaps his actions are of the importance, and not so much his thoughts.
we're here already. Let's he wants us to say our names. So
Oh no, he'll have to speak. Give me a moment.
yeah.
I start casting the spell again.
All
There's
right.
another time.
Agent Oz is about to go back to the table and just keep eating. Like this food's good.
Well, I guess they're not gonna help me.
Hey, I did it.
Ah!
There you go. You okay?
Ugh.
Take a deep breath. It's okay.
Took you long enough.
It does take time to cast spells, I'm afraid, but you're welcome.
I'm gonna pocket some of the. Oh no, I can't pocket the food. Damn it! I want to pocket some extra
You
food.
try and
Yep.
it vanishes, and
Like-
you're like, God, fuck.
Reach
Yeah.
into your pocket to take out like the candy bar you saved.
Yeah.
It's just not there
It's
anywhere.
funny. Yeah, it
Oh,
explicitly.
you know, I just
says
realized
we
this
can't.
is this would be another time unit, right? Because you did a.
I think I
Is it
already
the
marked
second
it
test?
I
down.
was just
Didn't
say
I?
he already did, so.
Yeah, I did
Oh.
move it.
Well, because it would have been 2 tests, right? You did.
Yep.
It would have been you moved, made a test, and then you made a second test.
Oh, so we need
yeah.
one more. Okay, got it. I
Oh,
think
I
I
thought you
missed one of
moved
those
it already.
earlier ones. I moved it most recently, but I don't know if I moved it the other time. So,
All right.
well, we're
So we're at
past
15 time unit,
11:30. Do you want to keep going and see what we get,
I
or
think-
call it a night?
We should collect this head and make a plan to move back to the library and then call it a night.
Yep.
Yeah, no, I
So-
think we should definitely. I'm not so convinced that we're actually collecting the head, but yeah, we got this token.
Yeah,
Um,
what it is?
I'm
yeah,
gonna roll
this
the
guy
time
is.
die.
Yeah, because he's saying I can't hear anything louder and on your knees in front of His Majesty. So I think he needs. We have to come to their We have to speak their name loudly and clearly, a knee to the ground.
Our name, not their name, right?
Yeah, we're
Like our
announcing
character
ourselves.
Yeah.
So I kneel and say, Myron, whatever it is.
Come on.
Which is whatever it is.
Fucking don't mail it in 5 minutes before we end. Come on.
Elven Gallioneer!
I am Myron Blom, priestess of the lords of time and space. Mostly time, though. The space ones are, well, they're intolerable. Just those priests are just... You can't even talk to them about a simple conversation. So, priestess of the lords of time. And a little bit of space, because, I mean, they are gods after all.
You would be kicked out of that court immediately. I am
Good thing I'm not trying to join it.
Elziador. And she'll kneel. And stay knelt.
Agent Oz gets on his knee and he goes, I'm Agent Finnick Oz.
Loudly, Finnick.
Agent Finnick Oz.
Oh.
No, Agent Finnick. Agent Finnick. Yeah.
That's your full
Yeah.
name? I didn't realize Oz or Agent were part of it.
Yeah. I'm a man of many mysteries.
Guys, I'll be right back. My friend's being weird and apparently they're at my house, so I'll be right back.
Okay,
Sorry.
no problem.
Well, either way. So we collect we have the Grade 4 token, and that basically ends this this location, no?
We've done it so far.
Yeah,
We did the
we're actually
thing.
haven't reset the game yet. That's a
impressive.
first.
I'm gonna leave this face up, and I'll save the game like this, so that we remember that we have that's what that means.
Yes.
There's a head.
That's
to,
right. That's right. Oh, I'm excited to find out what happens next. This is a really interesting, mysterious one.
Yeah, this is a really cool game. I like how
Yeah.
they you kind of walk in with some expectations and they just flip it completely on you. Like every time in a different way, they're just managed to one up it one more time.
Yeah.
It's good design, good writing. Some of the choices of words maybe aren't the best for some of the writing, but overall,
That's probably because the game is actually a French game, and then certain
Ah.
things get lost in the translation.
Yeah, there's just some odd like word choices that it's not like they're wrong, but it's like, why would you use that word?
Right, right.
Yeah, every once in a while we come across that stuff, but yeah, just give it some slack because they're
Oh, I
they're
do.
French
It's fun
developers.
anyway, right? It doesn't take away from the experience at all. It's just a weird observation I had. So I've been having fun with this. I've been sort of channeling my Christian upbringing with the priesthood here and their just absolute certainty in the way things are and their dogma. So no offense to other Christians necessarily. I know there's plenty of decent ways of looking at things that are different and worthy of respect.
Absolutely.
I'm merely reflecting on the experience of my upbringing, religious experience. So by that means, I don't mean to make any broad sweeping generalizations about other people's religions.
Yeah, certainly not. I'm having a lot of fun. Next month we will play again, and that's what we do with Once Upon a Tabletop. It's a once a month show, and we'll let you know when that is going to be, when it's time. Just make sure you're checking out the at SRcasters Twitter, where we like to announce those things. Also, we put the schedule down in the image below or on our website, shadowcasters.network. Next week, we're all going to be at Gen Con. So,
who's going to be at Gen Con in the chat here?
Yeah, I'd love to hear if there's anybody in the chat who's also going to be at Gen Con, because we love to meet up with people. And
we have a special thing you can come to and meet up with us too, which you've probably heard about since you're here, but why not say it again?
We have a panel that is going to be on Saturday of next week. When is that exactly? Is that August 3rd? Yes, it's August 3rd at 7 p.m. Eastern time, or local Gen Con time, which I think is Eastern time. And tickets are free. You can go onto the Gen Con website and check out the event. Just search for Shadowcasters. We're doing that August 3rd at 7 p.m. If you're going to be there, we're also doing on the 2 days before that, on the Thursday, August 1st, Oz and I are going to be doing an entire seminar, an hour-and-a-half seminar on how basically our process for building overlays like the one you see here. We're going to be showing people what we do, how we think about things, how we approach things, sort of like a broad strokes, high-level overview that kind of doesn't assume any foreknowledge or skill in graphic design whatsoever. So
I'm very excited to do it.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to just attending that one. I'm joining you guys in some other panels, but that one I'm just going to be there to like get the intel, because I've had you guys walk me through like some of the setting up ones you've designed, and it's really neat to see kind of the thought that goes into it. And also it's just one of my personal favorite things as far as events or things to go to or hear somebody talk or listen to their podcast or whatever, is something that gives me a glimpse behind the scenes of someone's artistic process.
Sure, yeah. I was wrong, by the way. It's August 2nd, Friday, August 2nd for the Shadowcasters Network panel. I don't know why I said Saturday. But we have a third panel that we're doing, which is how to build. It's basically about community building with around your creative endeavor. It's specifically titled about, creating a community around your podcast, and that's on Friday morning. But I do believe right now it's sold out. Oh, all of our events are free, but that one, all the 100 seats are filled. But you can keep up with it. Sometimes people will cancel or move around, and
I'd be willing to bet with free tickets, we're gonna have at least 20% of those are gonna be no-shows, at least.
Yeah. So definitely check out the time and the place, and you could show up there, and if there's a seat. If there's a seat, we'll let you in. It's we collect the tickets for Gen Con purposes and them giving us priority for rooms in future years. But if there's a place for you to sit, we're not going to turn you away. Or
if you don't mind standing, I guess we're not going to. We're not the fire marshals.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Well, if the fire marshals do come in and say something, we will definitely throw the standing people under the bus. I'm just kidding.
Sorry, it's just what we got to do.
We're like, I don't know how these people got in here. We definitely did not encourage them to come in without a ticket. But anyway, definitely come and check us out and say hi to us if you run into us at Gen Con. otherwise, we'll see. We've got tons of shows going on. So.
I'm super looking forward to. I emailed our Talsorian Games, who's doing the new Cyberpunk Red game, and just talked to them like, "Hey, we do a network about role-playing games. We think your stuff's cool too. Could we do something?" And they were like, "What?" And I'm like, "I don't know, something." They're like, "Hey, how about just swing by our Gen Con booth and we'll give you guys a box set of the Cyberpunk Red Jumpstart kit." And they also gave us like PDFs ahead of time now. So Oz is looking to dig. I know he's super excited. I already told Oz he gets to take home the physical copy because I'm just happy with the PDF. So I'm looking forward to that.
I love that you just like dropped this because like we were like holding on to the secret.
Oh no, I didn't know I was supposed to be secret. I guess like
at some point
the
we're gonna
other
be like, hey,
5 people in the room will know the secret.
Oh no, they know. Yeah, okay, so fine, we'll just announce it. So I'm trying to very soon put together a Cyberpunk Red tabletop RPG, like using the quick start rules set. And I can't say any more about it yet because we're still assembling cast and figuring out like schedules and all that stuff, but hopefully soon, like within the next month. So
nice.
All right. Well, thank you guys, and we'll say goodbye to for Paige. We're not sure when she's coming back, but so thank you, and we'll see you next time on Once Upon a Tabletop.
Woo!
Woo! Thanks, everybody. Thank you for everybody.